Welcome back to Forgotten World Adventures, guys, where a bunch of me and my nerdy friends get together and we play Dungeons and Dragons. And have all sorts of crazy sound effects on our tablets and...
2d10 damage right there.
And I'm dead!
And I'm gone. Let's see. Last time... Oh, we are welcoming back Fernando.
Yes!
Alan finally was able to come back to play. He's been doing quite a bit of jobs with his construction stuff. So, yeah.
Colorado.
You could say he's been... You can say he's been constructive.
He has been constructive.
Josh, do you take constructive criticism?
Because there's nothing wrong with constructive criticism. It's totally fine. Yeah.
Hold on, I think I just saw Tay's soul take 100 d10 worth of damage.
I know.
Do you take destructive criticism?
Destructive criticism? I will let you say it, but yes. We'll
How about
see what happens
explosive
afterwards.
criticism?
It's never good, mate.
Don't forget how far down Calum is. Anyways, yeah. Let's see. Last time, guys, we were just beginning to delve into a secret passage to try and get down into the Dark Home, which is like the Underdark, if you guys are unfamiliar with that kind of stuff for D&D. But going down into the depths here, we ended up coming across a group of some sort of crazy worshippers of a god, which we have now come to realize is possibly the same god that our little Kenku.
They're family.
Yeah, Kenku
They
follows.
need to die, but they're family.
Ohana means family, and family means stick a dagger between the back.
They were attacked pretty brutally, despite even trying their best efforts to keep and block off some of the threats. And as we have gone into this fight, we're pretty close to clearing it up. You guys are right there. But in the midst of all of that, since not everybody could run into the fray, they decided we're going to go try and figure anything else out and see if there's other bad guys. Went down this hall. Calum and Key, following behind him, went and dealt with one of these altars back here. Calum ended up getting hurt a little bit by messing around with it, casting Firebolt at it. Let's see. In an effort for some reason, a creature was like any of the corpses of these zealots has been raised up and turned into some odd horror that has chased after. One of them went chasing down the hallway after Key or after Nero, and
Nero chased it.
yeah,
Yeah.
Nero chased it. I know.
Yeah, and I slammed the door.
It seemed that it was after Key, and they were able to catch up, and they ended up stopping that thing. So it seems that they may be aware, possibly, of Key to some fashion, as Key is aware of them, but he has been pretty much told to take them out.
Is that what the mysterious voice meant by something about the blood?
You didn't hear that.
Yeah, none of yeah, you didn't hear that, but
I
yes,
mean,
meta knowledge wise,
what do I
yes.
know? Hey, we're not in game yet.
I know.
Meta knowledge is now just knowledge.
Hey, ABC, always be in character.
Who the hell are all of you, and why am I here? And where's my sword, my horse, and my ability to breathe underwater?
Wait, your
What
horse?
about
Thought
your
it was a turtle, mate.
Where does my knowledge of that go? Who knows? It's a mysterious world.
All right. So, anyways, it went running after Key. They were able to stop it, and at this point, we have a pretty nasty little fight going on over here in the corner. We've added Fernando's figure. We assumed that he probably snuck his way around into the midst of this fight, so we have him over here with that group. Let's see. Other than that, we also have
That's the Cloud of Daggers.
Cloud of Daggers, right?
Just in case anybody comes through that way.
Right. Cloud of Daggers there in order to keep anything coming through. And then, yeah, you guys have just been making your work on these guys the best you can.
So if we're
So-
going to do it, yeah, never mind.
Do we have initiative recorded on this, and do I need to roll into that?
Roll me an initiative real quick.
Is that a D12?
Please let me 14.
Everyone has 14.
It is.
I was about to say.
That's me.
It was
I have
the
a much
right
higher
general
initiative.
shape from what I saw.
I just watched you pick up D12. I'm like, he knows it's a D12.
15.
15.
Oh, man, you're one off. One off.
Dude, all of the 14s last game, except for me.
And me. I wasn't 14.
Yes, you were an overachiever.
Yes, as usual.
Rude.
You were an
Also,
underachiever.
As usual.
Given the location of the scuffle, is this a fight or an altercation?
We're murdering people.
It was a pretty big fight.
I mean, they started with outnumbering us, but that ended fairly quickly.
Okay, we're gonna.
What's
I went and rummaged through boxes. You guys were having fun.
Man, that went over everyone's head.
Went over everyone's head or was annoyed by everybody? Because I feel like...
Your AC, Fernando, is 18, right? Or is it
Depends
6?
on how
Or is
you
it
want
16?
to count it. So I have dual wielding now. It was 16 base, so now it's 17. If you
Okay,
if
so
I'm dual
17.
wielding, or I guess 18 if I
It's all
use
yellow.
the defensive duelist,
Okay, so
which is a
16.
one-handed thing.
Wait, the defensive duelist, that's your.
No, it just adds a +2. Or
It's not a +2, it's your proficiency.
Proficiency.
So it is proficiency.
So it's a
Okay.
+3 right now.
Yeah.
But this guy's really good at math, though.
Who needs maths anyway?
Oh,
Remember
so
when your
I was
teacher-
looking at
Man,
something
I-
else.
Says the people playing D&D.
Yeah,
But you
who
never
needs
had a
math?
calculator
It's
when you-
never helped me.
So I have potential
learned
when-
Up to
that?
20.
20, yes.
Yeah.
I haven't...
While dual wielding, you can get up to a 20 AC for one shot. Like you can do a reaction to one source of damage and have a 20 AC.
That's at the trade-off of -2 damage.
You need a box.
Or it costs 19.
Yeah, you can just go crazy with your stupid sword. All right, guys. So,
So?
whew,
Sorry.
we're picking back up at the top of the order.
No.
Yes, we are. So, this will be fun. We've got the guy that you guys have cornered him, but he just does not seem to be scared of anything that's going
I
on.
missed it completely. Like it. I like it.
And you hear Kurut venal ifin korbul sam koru.
Now that could be...
Yeah, mom.
Now, that could be an evil chanting, or it could be him ordering a large fry. I feel like either way is evil.
More fries.
What fries
So
with that?
yeah, everyone in this area, I need you guys to make me a wisdom check.
Wait, where?
Everybody who's in the mosh pit.
So Fernando and
Mosh pit.
Shalia and Rashida
Not
Not
sure.
wanted.
I am not in the mosh pit.
and
The
you.
dice.
What about
Not
mittens?
wanted.
20?
I think he
Nat
meant
20.
actual.
I'll go with that one.
Okay.
Mittens or no?
Yes, Mittens is there.
Not sure.
You
Please
said
don't
a wisdom,
come now.
mate.
Wisdom safe, yeah.
So not
Me now.
No foot mods.
Oh, 20!
Nice.
Ooh.
Saint.
Woo!
That's exactly what you
Nice.
rolled last time,
18.
wasn't it?
No.
Wow, holy crap. Nat 20, 20, 20, and 18.
No modifiers.
That's
Just a
pretty
straight
sick, you guys.
18.
Okay.
It's 19.
With that, you just hear the voices. You just hear the voice and the whispers in the air. But you guys are determined to take this down.
Wait, so can we hear the whispers in the dark?
Really quickly, because you have what you do with that sword, you do notice that as those words were spoken over here. Oh, my markers. Sorry, guys.
They've all disappeared.
Cállate vos. Silence voice.
No more corpses. Make them all disappear.
First I thought you meant vos like the
Yeah,
vosotros.
I know.
was like,
I thought about that.
also clever. Vos tips.
Right here.
Is another altar.
Oh no.
It's a green fog.
It's a green
Wait.
flame.
Yes!
Green fog.
I
What
was...
color is it?
Never
Steps
burns
behind
well
me.
with his glass.
It's just a frog.
Yeah, it's a frog.
Now we're thinking with portals.
It's a frog!
Oh jeez. I was right. Guys are thinking with portals.
Uh-oh. How did we not notice that in our room?
Yeah.
Oh, you will notice it.
Oh,
It just appeared.
Key, come
he
back.
said those words. What is that,
Hi.
mate?
he's not
Portal.
expecting
I don't
us.
This was a
Oh, sorry. I said portal. So.
The cake is alive.
note here. Huge success.
Oh, you
my
said
gosh.
cake. Okay.
What do you think is that?
Something else.
Jeez. All right, so you notice behind, because you have what you do with your sword. Immediately, there's a portal that opens over by the shrine. You guys standing over by the other shrine notice this thing open as well.
Hi.
Right. So you can see obviously what's there.
Can we see through it, or is it just like a green?
You can see
Lame.
faintly through it, beyond. But the thing is that it's not like in line of sight to see this way, right? So you just see straight what's
Okay.
here. You do hear the voice. You do hear the end of the incantation, and you can hear like sounds. But again, it kind of sounds muddled, almost as if through water. That kind of a feel. It is now Caleb's turn.
Man, what can't these guys do?
I am going to ready my action.
You're going to
Just
ready your
wait
action.
and see if anything comes through the portal.
Okay.
Because weird magic portal just opened up in front of me.
What are you readying?
It wasn't me.
I mean, I pretty much have cantrips left, so
Right.
probably I'm readying like my green flame blade or firebolt.
Green flame.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, and then next is Fernando.
Alright, who's the nearest guy I can stab?
You
Gotcha.
are next to this guy.
Cool. So.
Out of curiosity, who's the marker?
The marker. That's
Yeah.
her spiritual weapon.
Okay.
Double checking weapons because I haven't been here in a little while.
Bless you.
Okay.
Thank you.
So I have hit, offhand, hit, extra attack. I think.
So your normal, you have 2 attacks at this
Is that-
point.
I have 2 attacks. I have a bonus attack because of that
That
gosh
sword.
darn sword.
Okay, but
And then I have dual wielding.
well, but I think the dual wield is a bonus attack. Is a bonus attack as well.
The dual wield just makes it so when you do your offhand attack, you can't add your modifiers.
So he has 3 attacks with a bonus attack.
So just
So-
his sword attack just sits on top of his total.
Yes.
Okay. So yes, it would be a bonus action to do the offhand attack.
Okay, so I have a lot of dice to roll.
Yes.
So yes, you have 4 attacks.
Yeah. If he went up to a level 20 fighter, he'd have 5
So green one's main.
plus a
black
bonus
one's off.
attack.
No, he would have 6.
As I said, 5 plus a bonus attack,
So 6.
Yes.
and then he could action
Yeah,
surge
but
and
after
do
you
it
get
again.
up to level 12 as a
I
fighter.
have
it just kinda
3,
makes-
17.
You don't get a lot.
17 was
Yeah.
You get a lot of ability score improvements,
Yeah.
like every other level.
Or actually, no, I can't do that. We'll just go with the main weapons for now.
Okay.
Just because I get bonus if I use the just main weapon.
You're just going
One
with the
hand.
one.
One hand duelist.
Oh, single hand duelist. Okay.
Oh, that didn't go good on that one. So I had a 3, a 17, and a 4 main rolls, but those are all plus 10, so that's a 13, a 27, and a 14 to hit.
Okay, you hit with a 27.
Okay, so I at least got something.
Wait, with
That's
4
coming.
attacks, you hit once.
With 3, I just stuck to the.
Oh, right, you
Because I
didn't
get
do
the
a
bonus on that.
Right.
14 damage.
14 damage. Okay.
So I need to look through my abilities real quick.
So you're using rapier for that then?
Big sword.
Big sword. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, you take and just one-handing it.
Because I can.
Right, I know. So you just you swing through and just like you cut into him basically from behind because he's been facing off against the paladin. So you just hack into up into the shoulder blade area and nick his spine with the end of the blade. And you just
That's a spine tingler.
He tries to take a breath in, and you just kind of watch him. He drops to the ground, and he doesn't even seem that he can fall to the ground before he begins transforming. As you watch like that open wound, you watch it like peel back, and the bones begin to just like the rib cage like peels and comes around. He starts turning into one of those horrors.
I feel like it was mildly unexplained, but did he actually die?
That's so far you've noticed that they had to die first.
I'm just asking because mildly unclear. He just kind of fell
Exactly.
slightly. Could have died. Could
Right.
have just fallen.
You don't know if he died.
I'm not
But
there.
you're not
so
even
it
there, so it wouldn't matter.
Not even there.
Looking at this, oof, que gacho.
Oof,
That's
que
messed up.
gacho. Alright, Shalia, and then Rashida, Mittens, and then Bjorn.
Please stay.
And Key.
You just had the corpse explode.
Gross.
Yeah, you're covered in corpse muck.
Gross. Gonna continue forward. I'm gonna go give Nero a hug.
Sloop, sloop,
Well, that's very squishy, but okay.
squish.
Hold on, let me remove this lung so I can get a little.
Okay, what? You're just really gonna give him a hug?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm just gonna continue down the hallway as far as I can go.
Alright.
But
5, 10,
what?
15,
The
20,
character model's
25,
waiting for a
30.
hug.
Can you imagine
35,
if I actually
40,
went up and
45,
gave you a
50,
hug? That would be
55,
so
60,
much out of
65.
character.
70, 75, 80,
Yeah.
85, 90.
Okay, not that close. I'll be my key.
Hi.
Thanks. That's all.
Okay. Alright. And Rashida? You've got the thing turning into the horror in front of you.
You have the thing turning into the thing.
Yes. Bollocks. Alright, well, I'm gonna attack it. And
Okay.
I got 26 and 12.
26 and 12.
Yeah.
26
okay.
hits.
Yeah. So I got 26 damage on that one.
Wow!
Yeah, because
Holy
I've got
crap.
the hunter's mark going and I have still my gate of pain.
Oh, your gate's open. Right. So light's still spilling from your eye as you swing and do as much damage as you can to this thing.
And then I'm casting Vow of Enmity because I can do that as a bonus action for the next time around. Gives me advantage, which I need because
Now, Vow of Enmity, is that something... I thought you could only do that if it had damaged you
no,
that
that's
turn.
Hellish Rebuke.
Oh, that's the rebuke, yeah.
This
Okay.
is my channel.
That's your... Yeah. That's
I
your
have to do
channel.
it at 10 feet, so I'm
Okay, so you have Vow of Enmity on him.
yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Yep, Mittens, then Bjorn, then Key.
Okay. If he's still alive, I'm gonna, or it's still there.
It's still
I don't know if
upright.
It's alive, but anyway,
It is present. That is correct.
right. I'm doing told the dead thing on it.
Okay.
So does it technically, because it's
Don't know if
transformed,
it-
has it technically
you know.
taken damage?
Yes.
Yeah.
She
Okay.
just hit it.
Oh, right.
Okay.
You guys can destroy it before it explodes.
What's the DC?
I
what do you
guess it's my
mean?
DC.
No, remember
Yep.
me.
So 14.
14. Okay, it actually made it.
Just needs to run through a
It shouldn't,
Yeah.
but it made it.
And then my cat flail will attack it also.
Okay.
And it's like it's the 24
24.
AC 24 to hit.
Wow. Okay, damage.
So 16.
16 damage. Okay, well, you have beaten the pulpy mess into more pulpy mess. 16 damage, you said?
Yeah.
Jeez.
I just wish my told the dead hit it because that was 22 damage.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's gross, and it is like you just
You get one.
beat down onto this thing, and you just hear this stuff. You know, and your slices into him, you do some decent damage, but
It
like
oddly reminds you of your days that you worked at the cafeteria.
Ew.
I'm sure she's dealt with a lot of squishy, gross bodies as a grave cleric.
No, but I mean like
Yeah.
Probably.
tenderizing.
Yeah. Ugh. Yeah, messy. Bjorn, then Key.
So it's still up.
Yes, it is.
18 and then 24 to hit.
18 and 24 to hit it?
Yep.
Okay. That hits. Both times.
24 damage.
Oh, wow. 24 damage.
Yep.
That
Goodbye.
thing's gone. Alright. It is gone. You were able to beat it, and it just, like, in those attacks, you just... You come down on it, you hear the spine actually just... As the body folds in half and flops to the ground. It begins to then necrotize immediately in front of you and just begin to bubble into rotted flesh.
Oh, it's Resident Evil 5 enemy. I guess.
Congratulations, you killed a dead guy.
You killed
Okay. That is now Key's turn.
I'm gonna look at the portal,
Uh-huh.
take out a ball bearing, and just flick it through. Does the ball bearing explode?
Ball bearing flies through the portal. Fernando, you hear a ball bearing go clink, 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 and you roll across. Yeah.
It's like, well,
You may not see it because you're not paying attention enough to see it, but you technically could with your eye. But given the sword in your hands here, you more likely just hear something.
it's like, should we go through? Or no?
The portal just showed up out of the middle of nowhere. Why in the world would you go through it?
So no. Okay. I'm gonna just
Well,
take a
They
look
do a
around.
lot of mighty crazy things, Mike. I mean, they attack statues, they kill them apparently.
I mean, right?
Going through the portal seems.
I'm gonna take a look
Like
around
one of those
this room. Is there? So there's the altar and some.
The corpses.
Did the portal appear right in front of the altar?
Yes.
Okay.
creepy.
In fact, since you guys were able to really see this, it almost appeared as this stuff power came from the altar itself and formed a portal in front.
So I'm gonna step to the side of the portal, and I'm gonna ready my ice dagger. So I'm gonna take a step. So I'm like, so if anyone comes through, I'm next to them.
Okay.
So yeah. So then I'm ready. Then I'm ready an attack.
Okay. You're getting your stuff ready. Nero. All right. Now, did you say you were moving?
Yeah, I was gonna, yeah.
I'm sorry.
moving next to the portal.
I apologize.
There. So if anyone comes through, I'm right there to.
I was like, yes, you're just getting your stuff ready. And I'm like, I need to put you there. Okay.
Well, my greatest use so far has been a wall, and now they have a portal, which renders me useless. So, I got nothing.
You don't know the portal's there.
No, I don't know the portal's there. And as far as I can tell, the last person tried running through there. So the best I can figure is I'm going to stay there and continue blocking that hallway.
Okay.
So, yeah, I will ready an action. If another creature tries, running through the hallway, I would like to take a swing at it. Until then, I'm just hanging out there.
Okay. Back to the top of the round. Seeing everything be dropped around him, he's just like...
He is overjoyed.
He throws down the head that was in his hand and just... He tears at his own flesh. This
happens to everyone when you hit
you watch power and magical streams begin to pour out of the open wounds. Beneath his feet, you just hear this. And immediately an enormous fount, a spout of red, thick liquid, more than likely blood, just begins to gush through the entire room.
Don't worry, guys. I got a mop.
Technically,
This
Sounds
very
like it is
swiftly
part of the
fills
sword.
the room, from his origin, and pushes
You're asking if it's
I need
once
all
per
of you
turn.
guys to make me. I need you. I need the 4 of you to make strength saves,
Strength save.
and I need the 3 of you to make me strength saves.
Oh shoot.
Oh,
Wait, who?
Shoot.
What?
Really,
All of
the
us?
one save I'm good at, I'm not included in the contest.
You didn't move into the room.
I got a
Alright,
negative
currently have
1, so this is
advantage
gonna
on
be
it.
great.
We'll pick.
Good for you,
17.
bad for me.
17.
Because I don't have any
Bad.
strength.
So being
That's because I got a plus 0.
Probably.
Oh,
Of
wait,
course, because
how
when
close
you're
are you
not
to me?
good, you roll great.
Add I'm not close enough.
Yep, there we go.
Yeah.
Well,
Also, bless lasts a minute.
How close do
the
you
two
have to
things
be?
I rolled when I was testing were
For
above
my
the 10. In
thing?
fact, one of them was a
Yeah.
16. And then I actually
It's
rolled for
within
real and I
10
got
feet.
a 4 on
You're
the
not
dice.
within 10 feet.
I think
16.
That's pooping.
So that's an 8.
These are hard.
If anyone's
16?
within 10 feet of me, you can add 3
But
to
it
your
still
Where are
won't
you?
matter.
whatever.
She's
I get no
here.
pluses.
You are within 10 feet. She's
Why
within
not?
10
No, I know
feet.
So
You're
everyone,
at
He's
3,
obviously within 10 feet.
Then I'm at 11.
so everyone in that room.
Okay, you had an
So
11.
even with your plus 3, it's still not
17.
You're right.
You wasn't
17.
last week.
Okay.
Oh,
What did you
and
roll?
whoever was blessed, I don't know.
5.
Oh.
Was I
What did you roll?
Crit.
Yeah.
You crit.
So
Nice.
27, mate.
Oh yeah.
I'm trying
Okay.
to remember who was blessed.
Was there
Yeah,
basically everyone but
Well,
Shalea?
30
Everybody but
actually.
Chile and
Yeah.
technically
Dick.
probably
And
also
me.
not
All the way up to
Nintendo.
20.
Yeah. Oh, you're not listening.
24.
It's
Yes,
fine.
I heard you. What?
Was 30 in total.
That's good.
So with Bless, I go up to 19.
Okay.
Forgot I had bless.
I'm probably being pushed against the wall
Probably good I didn't have to make a save.
with blood.
That's gonna
Because I
be
got a
a
5.
pain to clean.
Don't worry, guys, I got a
And I'm in the corner. That's going to be fun.
Okay.
You ready to hear what Key rolled? With his -1 strength?
Yeah.
22.
Nice. How the frack, man?
I rolled a
That's awesome.
natural 20
Yeah.
plus 3 from
That's
bless.
insane.
Minus one.
Shalia did not roll well, right?
16.
Oh, you rolled okay. You 3 all rolled great in that room. That's fantastic.
I know. I was afraid with my -1 I would be failing, but no.
I'm technically over
You were
over
pushed.
10.
She is
Yeah.
pushed.
Saves the day.
What did you roll?
20.
You rolled a 20? Okay.
Die was a 9 plus 5 strength, plus
Bless.
The 3 from.
I got plus 3 from her, for the
Plus 9.
aura,
That's
and
17.
then I rolled a 3 on my bless.
Wow.
So yeah.
Jeez.
All the way up to 20.
That's great.
Yeah, you're not pushed. You're not pushed.
Also, he's a large. Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, I am large as well.
Okay. So, the damage taken. You take 21 damage.
Oof.
What type?
You take 21 damage. It's bludgeoning from the hit.
Oh, okay.
Wait, I'm taking what?
No, me.
You take half that, so you take 10.
Oh, I'm almost dead.
The 3 of you take 10.
Woohoo.
Guys, I've got 8 health left.
Yeah, I got 9.
I got 18.
too great either.
I got
Do I
43.
get an attack of opportunity against him for walking away from me?
With the attack and you saving, yeah, you might as well.
Okay. Multi-attack says both, slash both my claws
You get
and
one
bite.
shot.
You get it's
Yeah,
one
okay.
attack for.
Yeah.
Then I will go with my bite.
It's if you hold your action, then you can get both.
Right.
You're holding your attack in action.
Only a 12.
Okay.
Wow, we are rolling garbage tonight.
Yeah.
And stab.
And Flame Blade.
Yep. He comes through. You guys are both going to attack him. And that's just fine. Roll your attacks.
And Bless is on attack rolls too, right?
Yes.
Attack, saves, and checks, I believe.
Nice.
Yes.
That is.
I'd see all this through the portal too.
Yeah.
What the
So
music?
22 to hit.
22.
Oh, when did that
Okay.
happen?
Damage.
8 damage. 2 of that is cold damage. And it must make a DC 12 strength.
Okay.
So the lowest I got to hit was a 25.
Okay, roll your damage.
Um,
You only get one. You get one shot with a green flame blade.
we agree.
Oh
with
yeah,
two.
yeah.
Because he held his action.
This is a hold action.
So that will be
Oh,
a total
so it's-
of
One of
18 slashing and 11 fire.
So did he save or fail my strength?
I succeeded.
You got. Yeah, he went through the portal. We're not even in the same room.
Really?
Are you guys being the teacher of Charlie Brown?
We're being the adults from Charlie Brown, thank you very much.
Okay.
I got gummy bears mixed in with my dice.
Okay.
That's because you don't
Don't get the dice.
Roll the gummy bears.
For gummy bears.
It's
You didn't want them on your book. You didn't want them on your dice.
I didn't want them.
You didn't want them anywhere. So they got mixed with your dice.
Look, he does not like them, Sam I am.
Thank you. I was
You're not what?
really
Gummy
gonna do
bears?
that.
All right.
Okay.
In here?
So that happens.
He gets stabbed multiple times.
Yes, he is stabbed. The portals immediately flash out.
My ball bearing.
Oh no!
That's alright. I got 999 more.
Well, what?
You have all the squishies facing the guy.
Matthew,
What?
you suck, man.
I'm sorry.
Wait, you mean
Every time. I did so good. I was gonna crit this guy, and you just ruined everything.
I'm sorry.
You and me both.
And-
You rolled up 2, and I rolled up over 47
Just
damage.
keep
that
it.
went-
Holy crap!
Keep it. Go over there.
Yeah,
He
this
was-
fight would have been over if Fernando was there.
Yeah.
Not even kidding.
Fernando would have wrecked a
I
lot
rolled
of
four-
other things.
you know what
We
else would have
assume that he
helped?
did wreck a lot of
So
things.
all of my hits were over 21,
Wow.
You would also would have helped if I
And-
could have gotten to the fight.
Yes.
and the average damage was over 10.
That's nuts. Okay, so
Never let you
they
fly.
close, and he stay like, as you guys put down the damage on him, you watch him just.
I
I've done what I said I would.
Mates, I don't think making the bleeds the best thing.
okay.
And you watch him drop to his knees. And before he, again, as he hits, like, just as he's gonna hit the ground, you watch the body just, like, lash out and begin turning into one of these things.
No.
Nope.
Nope.
Run away.
Caleb, your turn.
Green flame blade. Oh, that's a natural 20 there.
Yay.
Crit.
So the other one is a.
It's been a lot of natural 20.
The other one is
Yeah.
a 19 to hit.
Tonight's been a high roll.
That's to balance out the fact that everybody else has missed.
So I'll go ahead and roll the damage for that nat 21 real quick.
Oh, no, I got him.
I'll say everybody's been rolling high tonight,
No.
except for you.
I haven't rolled
No, you
yet.
haven't had to roll because you've just been sitting in the
So
tunnel.
for the natural 20, it will be 12 slashing and 12 fire,
Okay.
and then for the assuming the 19 one hits as well.
Yeah.
For 9 slashing and 6 fire.
Okay. Okay. All right, that's Caleb. Fernando, what are you gonna do now at this point? Pulling yourself up off the ground, covered in blood.
Can I do something as flavor, please?
Absolutely.
You can't cut a hole into eternity and then appear on the other side of the map.
I wish that were the case, but no. I think we're realistic. I look up that where the guy disappeared. Swear. There's like, pinche. There's like, blah, 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 blah. Run up to the spot where that portal was, basically kick it, pretend to kick it, and then run off the other direction, basically down the hall trying to find the guy.
And we're staring on like, that mate just went crazy. What happened?
Yeah, that's the most crazy thing we've seen today, is him overreacting about something.
Him.
Pinche. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
I think he's trying to get to the hallway.
Yeah. Sorry. 35, 40,
No, but
45.
dude's turning into like walking
Cord,
amalgamations
yeah.
and terrible stuff. That's all just normal. Him swearing in Spanish? That's strange.
All right,
Well,
Shalia.
it's weird for his character.
What are you gonna do?
That's all I meant.
No, that is the character.
But Rashida's new. She
Sorry.
wouldn't know
I
that.
don't want
Oh,
the
guys,
corpse
guys.
I don't want the corpse to explode on me, so I'm going to retreat.
She's running.
Nope.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay.
So please,
Hey,
mate.
hey, I can see Nero, right?
No.
No.
No, but you know he's there.
Hey,
Would
hey,
Nero
hey.
have heard
If you
me
double
casting
moved and right here, you can
from-
tell him.
Okay, Nero,
Down the
there's a
hall?
corpse
Or
in
you
there.
could just use the earrings we have.
Oh yeah, huh?
I forgot about
Hey,
those.
Nero, there's a corpse in there,
In where?
down the hallway.
How did it get there?
I did a portal.
Magic.
Which way down the hallway?
Down the hallway.
Oh, she went that way. I didn't see where she went. I'm not gonna be able to do anything.
Nope, but I let you know. That's all.
Really, that's what Nero
You can get
would
there as
say.
far as
I'm
movement
not
go.
gonna be able to do anything. I'm just gonna stay here.
Well, I mean, unless...
No.
Here's the thing,
Let's
though.
be reasonable.
If
Nero
he
would be like,
teleported
"Really?"
in... If he teleported in, he
Goes
probably
all
can
night.
just teleport out. There's not much I can do.
Portal's gone.
I
He
don't
doesn't
know that.
He doesn't know about the portal.
I'm standing in a hallway!
I could have told
It's
you.
alright, just stand there all
Something you did see
Yeah?
that I should mention.
Or is like tsunami amount of blood washing
The
down the
amount,
hallway?
the amount of blood that just came squirting out of the narrow area, just and like splattered. It came out to about here and then kind of dissipated and trickled down the
Somebody
floor
died.
from there.
Something happened.
She also comes
Probably
out
a Stephen King
drenched
movie,
in
but
this.
something happened.
Julia also comes out drenched
Or
in
just
it.
a
Yeah.
sinking buck.
Surprisingly, there's a clean spot on key.
No one pay attention to the book behind the cloak. All right. Let's see here. That was Shalia. Rashida?
Oh, you took away my move, mate.
I took away your attack. Yes.
I'm gonna go over to Mittens and say, "Hey, Mittens, what do you want to go after? I don't know where he went. Should we just go find a friend, or should we heal up, or what should we
Hey,
do?"
Ferb, what do you want to do today?
Same thing we do every day, Pinky.
What are you gonna do?
That's
Well,
a crossover.
no,
I kind of want to see
asking
that.
Well, I guess if it's my turn, I'm gonna heal.
Because I'm
Well, it's
gonna
it's her turn still. She's just asking,
Well, I'm just
what do
talking
you
to you,
want to
'cause I
do?
only-
Well,
got
I think we
15
should
hit
heal up, and then go.
All right, can you fix me? I'm gonna die.
I don't think she
Tell me
knew.
about it.
I don't think she's been in psychology school long enough to try and fix the hot mess that is this group.
I don't
At
know if
least not
Mittens
without trying
wants
to kill
fix
us.
That.
Please, there's not a psychiatrist in the world qualified enough to
How
take care
much
of that.
movement did I use?
10 feet.
All right, can I use my double kitty move when she's done healing me?
Technically,
Oh
yes.
wait, but she has to do that on her turn, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dang it!
You could hold action.
Not
can't you?
realistic.
You can lay hands on yourself.
Yeah, but no, it's fine. Let's wait.
Yeah,
Okay.
No.
Mittens.
Yeah, I'm gonna heal.
Okay.
I'll heal for it.
Okay.
15,
No, 18.
18. I'll just count it what was on the dice, mate.
Right. Plus 3 from my spell casting modifier.
Yay!
Did you guys go join a musical
Spell.
already?
I'm doing healing, but
I can't sing. I don't know what you're talking about.
Thank you for not killing me first, mate.
It's never
How's the
stopped
heals
me from
going?
Trying, but
I got 18.
Yeah,
18. All right.
I'm doing healing
So is
word
you-
on myself.
Okay.
You can do a musical without singing. We just don't have a singing
Do
part.
that a second level.
Like all the musicals I was in.
4, 7.
but as I told you before, all the plays I was in,
All right,
I was in
I'm done.
You're a walking talking.
And
Okay.
now we can
He
move.
played the grass.
We'll move out also.
So if you are a walking
Tabaxi movement.
Okay.
You want a tabaxi move?
Well, I used my.
Wait, is my
Well, I guess I could use
Gate of pain.
tabaxi movement, but I can't use.
Oh yeah, that is a thing, isn't it? You opened your gates.
I have one of my gates
Do they know
open.
where it went? Is the question.
No.
No.
Well, Chile.
But they know that they would have known that you guys went that way.
Well, no. Here's
or
the
that
thing.
this thing went
also,
that way.
Chile also used the earring, which is a group chat.
This is true.
That is true.
But she would have to know where Calum went.
And Shalia went.
I'm just looking for the blood on the floor.
It didn't go that far. It stopped partway in the hallway.
Oh, did it?
Also, there's a lot of blood on
Yeah,
the
but when
floor.
we
You're gonna
get
have to
out
be more
there-
specific.
We'll be able to see Nero down the hallway.
Oh, that's true.
We know you guys went that way anyway. We know there's a cloud of daggers there. We know we came back from that way. I mean, that's the only logical way to go.
Hey, I
We're
could've
gonna
picked
just
five
talk in
daggers
area and be
from
like, "Hey guys, where we going? Because we
When-
need to come find you."
Okay.
I may
We're
be,
gonna have to
I
stop
may not
while
be
it's
very
getting out of
intelligent,
there.
but
Bjorn,
I'm
your
pretty
turn.
wise.
Drop
What?
my sheep as bonus
I'm
action.
neither. Not intelligent or
And
wise.
running out.
15, 20, 25, 30.
That's as far as I can get.
Okay.
I love how everyone just passed me as I ran out there.
Well, you were technically
You came from the
furthest
furthest away. Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but still, I think it's really funny that the guy runs out there and raged, everyone follows me and runs right past me like, guys!
Beat you! Oh!
Whatever
Wait
reason.
a minute!
I imagine you like just running into the hallway, swearing in Spanish, and then everyone passes you, and I imagine you just suddenly go Brooklyn like, "Hey, I'm walking here."
And to be honest, the only reason you didn't get further is because you had to go through people. There was double
Oh.
movements and stuff, so
I know,
it's kind of annoying.
but still.
Yeah, they're like,
Still,
fine,
it's
let's
funny.
go! And they just run right past you, leave you in the dust. Okay, that's their key.
I got a creepy guts guy in front of me.
Yes, you do.
Not a lot of room to maneuver in, huh? Because there's a bunch of tables and stuff to my right.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm covered in blood,
Yes.
except for my book. Alright, I'm gonna stab him with the ice dagger.
Okay, roll the hit.
Ice. 20...
The Spiceable returns.
24.
Okay, and damage.
7 piercing, 2 ice. 2 cold. So 9.
Okay.
9 total. Needs to make a strength save.
Yep.
Of DC 12.
Oh yeah.
It's a small DC.
It's a small knife.
It's the same as my spell save DC though. so-
Right. Yeah.
And then I'm going to use bonus action to disengage. And movement, I'm going to follow Shalia. Just noping out of there.
Oh, 30.
Yeah.
You have 40 or 30?
30.
Okay.
You're all alone.
Just stabbing again. Just like, bye, kid!
Okay.
You know what happens when those things explode? You don't want to be in the room.
I actually
Nero?
haven't seen one of them explode.
Nero.
Well,
Probably
they
the
were
ones that-
pleas for help, or at the very least, suggestions of help. So I will start moving down the hallway.
Before you get bowled over by 2 cats.
Guys, is it finally gonna happen? Is something gonna take me down that isn't a party member?
You know what? I'm gonna dash in.
30, 35, 40, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60.
No worries, Caleb. I almost came to your rescue.
You just have to make it to him.
It's okay. I'm sure my 8 health will last me 1 round.
So, out of curiosity, how does action surge work?
You use action surge and it allows you another.
Action plus
Action.
bonus action.
Yeah, but can I use that whenever? Or do I have to have used an attack action?
Nope.
No, you can use it
You can
whenever.
pop the action and do.
It just happens.
Okay, I'm trying
That's
to
what's
think.
awesome about fighters.
Because you were watching at home. Did I use my action surge last week? 'Cause
No.
I don't think I did.
You didn't.
No.
Nope.
You weren't.
Alright, well, I'm gonna pop an action surge.
You didn't do a lot of fighting.
Shoot him.
I'm going to first put in an accuracy bullet for a
Tracer.
Tracer. I'm gonna put a tracer around, which is my bonus action, and I'm gonna take a shot.
Okay.
So I have advantage on this shot now because tracer round.
Cheers, love. Cavalry's
Cheers,
here.
love. Yeah.
I don't know why I'm
The
looking at it.
Cavalier's here.
From now on.
I don't know why I decided to pull up because I have a +0 in Dex, so I'm just rolling. That's technically a jack die, but it looks like a 17.
It looks like a
Okay,
17.
You have bless, don't you?
Oh, I do have bless. 17, 18, 19. So that's a 19.
Hit. No
Or does
damage.
bless just you roll it once? Because I have advantage. So it's-
You have advantage, so you can roll
You roll bless once, but you add it to.
Okay, so
to whatever
your
your d20 roll
So that was
is.
a 19, and that was not a 19. So it's a 19 to hit.
Okay, and damage.
Alright. No, wait, that's not the right one. That's the right one. Garbage.
Is it 2?
2 damage. What about your reload and everything? Like, did it? Did
I already used my bonus action.
No, your misfire stuff. Like, did you check if it
Oh,
misfires?
whoops! I completely forgot about that.
No.
So that 2 damage probably didn't go through.
Oh, who says it probably didn't go through? It may not go through.
Or maybe.
Matt,
It's
What?
Josh.
I'm rolling a D100.
It jammed, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
14.
Which is funny, because last time I shot the gun, I rolled a 16, which is one above, and now I
Drop
rolled
it.
one
It
below.
might misfire.
Sure!
BJ!
Yes! As my second attack, I throw the gun at him. Click!
Okay, throw the gun.
Okay, what am I rolling for?
Use
Because you all
dex.
know he's dropped or thrown the gun before and it's gone off. That just more damage than he's.
Great, so it's still a +0.
If you hit me, I swear to God.
Don't worry, I'll
Which
hit
one?
you.
Okay,
Fire
but
at
think
him.
if this works.
I swear to Matt, I will kill you.
Don't worry,
DM.
it will hit you,
I swear
misfire,
to
and shoot
God.
him.
But no, seriously though, like, if this, like,
Just roll.
I'm just pulling a Tay here. Okay, that's a jack die.
It looks like a 13.
Yeah.
13.
You
Okay,
get a
that-
bless by that.
I know.
Makes
13.
it a
14.
16.
That's a 16 to hit.
Okay.
Does it hit?
Roll, just you throw the it.
I throw the gun at the thing.
And you watch it just kind of like
Oh, I want that back.
it clamps down on it.
And then suddenly, through the skull, you hear a gunfire and just see a bullet exit.
Is the trigger pointing out?
If you crit, maybe.
Oh, wait.
But
Oh, wait, Matt.
No.
I don't want to do this, but I did.
What'd you do?
It's not loaded. Because I just fired and wasn't
No,
even...
you didn't. You
Jam.
misfired.
Oh, it jammed! That's right! Go! Do it! Forgot!
Shoot myself.
Okay. Yeah.
To be fair, if it goes off, it's gonna go off inside of him.
I know.
I
We
don't...
have invented the
I
grenade.
know.
I'd be really sad if that's how I lost that gun. Actually,
So,
it had to work.
Um,
That would be fine.
yeah, you actually watch a hole just come like blow a hole out the side. Yeah, it took 25 damage.
Adapt! And whatever the hell the rest of that quote is.
Improvise, adapt, overcome.
We have now witnessed the inventing of the grenade.
Also,
Yeah.
I really do think it's funny that you've had the most success with your guns actually hitting people by actually hitting them with the gun.
Just a bad shot, mate. Just can only throw.
No, I'm a bad shot with the gun, but when I throw the gun, I'm a great shot.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you can't shoot it, but you can.
The best
It just
accidental hunter in history.
It takes off moving,
Bring it.
so
Attack of
you'll get
opportunity?
the attack of opportunity.
Ooh, am I blocking his passage?
Alright, and thanks to Warcaster, I can use Green Flame Blade for it because it's a spell, but with one attack,
I did
obviously.
it last time.
Actually, hold on. He wouldn't have to do that.
Well, if he's coming after me, he does.
No, he wouldn't.
Because he has teleport powers now.
Well, no. So yes, but not with a portal, because the whole place is lined in blood.
Oh, wonderful. He has blood walk.
Yep. So you wouldn't even have to run.
Oh, great. Hi.
Oh.
That's disgusting, mate.
How much crap do these guys have?
They are zealots, completely devoted their whole life to this.
Yes, but I mean game balance wise, how many abilities do these guys have?
A lot.
How many do
Apparently
you
not
have?
enough to survive.
Well, you can think of the raising of the zombies as a lair action.
Yes, but that means they're strong enough to have layer actions.
Well, yeah, but that doesn't, like,
I know, but
layer actions don't have to be like, I am the only legendary creature that can destroy everything because I have a layer action. You know what I mean?
I know, but in my head and in my
I
ear,
know.
just it's like okay, everybody has a gimmick, except for these guys who seem to have
You
the
haven't-
ability to do everything.
Oh.
The layer
It's
is
okay,
bringing
Josh.
them
You
back
just
to
have to
life.
get good.
Okay, so, yes.
The fanatics themselves haven't really
In
done
front of
much.
you watch the thing just like after it's had that hole ripped into it, and then it just like disappears into
Does
the
it
bloody
leave the gun
floor.
behind?
Does it leave the gun behind? No.
Damn it! I mean, darn it! This is a family
And
stream.
I'm out of
Technically, I
like
think
counter
it's
spells
plus
or anything
18.
like that,
That's
so
versus teen.
I have no hope.
So sounds fine loud.
You
Hi.
watch the horror that had transformed in front of you
Oh.
rise from the blood.
Oh, I thought I got away from you.
I need you to make me a save to not be grappled by this thing.
Athletics.
So I will give you an athletics against
Acrobatics, please.
It's a save.
Oh, so strength or dex?
Dex.
Okay, because athletics is strength, acrobatics is dex.
Yes.
But yeah, it's a dex. It's the same number. So
She's coming towards us.
Oh no!
that's a 10.
Do you have luck? Anything?
I have a bless. It's a 14.
It consumes ki.
Hi.
The entire thing around the body of your little raven friend.
He
As
now
you
has
watch
some
him-
nice bone armor.
You watch like as it
His
clamps down. You watch a
family.
few feathers just kind of.
No, my feathers.
And all we hear in our minds is, and I thought these things smelled bad
Oh,
on
yeah?
the outside.
I thought these
I
things
was-
smelled bad on the
I was thinking
outside.
something entirely different.
Oh, I
I was
love you
gonna say,
guys.
is like, if anyone was going to consume key, I thought it was going to be mittens.
Do I take any
What
damage
about
from
it?
this?
It's a lot of it.
Huh?
Do I take any damage from this?
You do not take
I'm
damage.
just,
Um,
I'm just.
but what
grappled.
I will currently say, like for those who can see what happens, because I assume you probably turn around as you're like, what the.
Yeah, the thing I shot suddenly appears behind me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can agree.
Yeah. You watch it just.
Can I make the argument that it already made its movement and technically can't do that?
No. So, off the board.
Hi.
No!
Both of you.
Oh, see you later, mate. Dang.
Well, that's not
Right, bye.
frustrating.
They're
Key.
family, it's alright.
As this happens, this is what you hear.
This is some weird hazing going
I
on.
can't believe he's written down how to say all these nonsense words, you guys. It's insane.
It's insane. We've listened to him practice.
You hear.
We do.
Gurut venal, ifin korbul salm. Koru non sengak buleran, ban maiku ulaji. Ton kreskurudan labran, jigugwa kame. Du melganan krafen shormalti melengrafan korvuji. As it echoes and plays over and over in your mind.
Funny enough, I hear this in English.
You hear this and understand what's going on.
One of us! One of us!
Part of the ship, part of the crew.
Right. It goes on beyond that, though. There's a whole lot that you hear. I will hand you the book because there's a whole lot here that you're probably going to want to write down. I have the English translation.
If you want, you could just email it to me tonight or something.
It's okay. I'm going to give that to you because I don't have anything else in the
Give
book
it to me on
currently.
break.
Okay.
Keys trapped in the soul gem.
Yeah.
Keys trapped in the soul gem.
Oh, he's
No.
gonna come back as a sin now.
What sin would key be though?
All of
I
them.
do
Greed.
use life to get this.
The words that you guys heard quite a bit previous with all the incantations that had echoed through your minds was Brutilavin ban mai, right? And blood for the blood god, blood for the masses, blood for the worthy lads and lasses, right?
Ho ho ho.
The god is Scottish in my mind, alright?
Blood for the worthy lads and lasses. Should I do this? I'll read it. I'll read this to you guys since I trust you to not be too meta.
That was weird, Matt. There was a weird eye contact that just happened there.
I had to push my glasses up. Give me a break.
The Scottish thing does sound like a chaos god.
All right, here we go.
It is.
So beyond what you just heard, you hear the vessel of the death god serves in ignorance, peddling her virtue. Let her blood flow like the rivers and set the sisters' world free. The angry Holy One seeks vengeance without the whole story. Let their blood flow on the floors of my sacred temple. Let your blade cut through to the hearts of their souls, and that true blade shall cut to the heart of Gaia. Obdera vish, anu val, bis nifin molag bal. Thy blade of truth. Oh man, I'm like going off into weird accents here, guys.
You don't have to do an accent, just
Thy blade of truth brings life for the god of old at sea. No matter my name, the cosmos will tremble by my servant's true blade.
And cutscene.
You get a overwhelming feeling that yes, while you just got captured by whatever the crap this thing was, it seemed like it was intent upon getting you away to talk. And it did what it had to do so. You haven't taken damage.
that's good, because I only got 18 HP left.
Oh, only 18? That's not too bad at
From
all. You've got
44.
people with like 6.
I've got 8.
Yeah.
I've got 46.
Yeah, because you didn't fight.
No, no. I fought in the beginning, and then everyone else took my spot.
Well, I didn't attack a statue.
He
and I
did
didn't
throw
get
his
exploded.
little
Right, right,
pistols
right. You
to
didn't get
be,
blown up.
You know,
Yeah, I got
Great
attacked by the
He did at
assassin
least
and,
do that.
and
Yeah.
the wave. So
I also
So-
walled another one from grabbing him
Yeah.
until suddenly they decided to start thinking with portals and got around me.
So, you do get that sense. What you do with that knowledge will be very important. Because you've been told what to do. The rest of you,
All tied.
The rest of us
while dripping in blood and splatting about on a wet floor, the rest of the place seems very quiet compared to what it did.
I prestidigitation blood off myself.
Okay.
I'm not. Actually, no, I am covered in guts because the one blew up and right in front of me.
I'm glad no one in the party is squeamish.
Yeah, apparently everyone's pretty chill.
Oh my gosh, I should make a character with that. The sight
Cloud
of
of
blood
daggers
that
is
just
gone.
start like throwing up uncontrollably.
Yeah, nobody would go on an adventure with you.
Rashida has a question, actually.
Rashida
Okay,
has-
Rashida, what's up?
Faints at the sight
Yeah,
of blood.
these got they're blood cultists, right? We
Yes.
kind of figured out. And
You know
they,
you know this stuff.
they
like, you've-
really like
dealt with
gloried
these
in the
guys.
fact that we were hurting them. I think we might have made a grave error here, guys. We maybe should not have done that. More blood is better for blood cultists. This particular sect we may have just made a bigger problem for ourselves.
Great. Who are you talking
So,
to? Because
uh,
most of us aren't there.
I'm assuming that we're all going to get together at some point, right?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
probably
I was
heading
gonna
back
say,
to
yeah.
that main room.
So what would you have had us do then? I mean, not.
Well, I know
did
it's
you
too
want
late
us to-
now. We can't do anything about it now, but we might need to be watching out, being more careful in the
No,
future.
I'm-
We come across more of these guys because
I'm
this
with,
is a problem. This is a lot of blood.
I'm with Fernando.
So are we
Did you
not-
want us to suddenly become pacifists and take our death in stride?
No, I'm just saying we maybe need to rethink our strategy. We can't just be whelping on everything down here because they like it. They need it to do their rituals and to do things that are going to bring to pass worse things for us. I think we might just need to rethink how to defeat them
If we
rather than shedding blood.
if you focus on ways to hurt them without making them bleed, that would probably work fairly well.
And your suggestion is?
Psychic or fire.
Magic.
I was talking to both of you on that one, technically.
So,
Yeah.
as you're saying, psychic fire, it's like Nero and I just look at you. He's like, bro. We pull out like swords and stuff.
I wasn't looking, but I was so hoping that we both looked at him and just went.
And I'm just like, I
descended like you to hammer.
And what did I do? I burned them with it.
You cut them with it also, which added bleeding.
They took
Surrounded by fire.
And...
I was really tempted before I got pushed against
They
the wall.
took
I was gonna
key.
heal one of them after he made.
Yeah, I was gonna
himself
say,
bleed.
how
I was
is
like,
Shalia handling this situation that she just lost?
They
Key.
took Key.
First,
I
you
want
take
my
Shalia
bird.
away from Key. Now you take Key away from Shalia. Man, you just don't like family, do you?
No.
Well, mate, you just got taken by family, technically. I mean,
I mean,
They're like
distant cousins.
cousins, like twice removed. All right.
alright.
Nero is shaking the blood off of his hand and go, I agree with
I pressed the
Shalia.
invitation,
We need to
Nero.
get my gun back.
Yeah, that's a priority right there. It's
Awesome.
the pistol, not Key.
They took Key.
No, he's just a happy byproduct.
Does anyone
With one of your pistols.
is anyone thinking why specifically he went after Key? Is
The
this
one that's-
anything like?
right?
Because that's weird to me. I mean, I'm kind of new to this group, but he's been a little dodgy, anyways. But he skipped over 2 people he could have killed, and went straight for Key, grabbed him, and left.
No, he skipped over a lot of different people he could have.
Right.
I have a
Why
feeling
is
it's-
that? I think there's something else going on here that we're not fully aware of.
I think it has something to do with that magic book he has.
Oh, there's a magic book.
Does anybody know he has that magic
I've
book
had
yet?
detect magic going.
He had
He's
detect
used
magic
it
Oh,
going.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
multiple
that's
He
true. You
does-
I
notice
know
that
it's a book, and I know it's magic, and I know what type of magic it is.
Right. You just don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Would I know?
So either that
Awesome.
or-
I mean,
is that-
I would know.
Magic
Yeah,
books
I
are
know you
always
would know
good.
because he
would
trusts you.
Rashida know about that book?
No.
Alright, just thought I'd ask.
I would say it's either that or he just liked to eat crow.
Oh,
Gotta
maybe.
find Key.
It's not very
Yes, that is,
tasty.
What?
Yeah.
Gross good stuff. You're a cat.
I'm gonna
Your
start
problem.
Would you like to eat well,
Yeah.
maybe.
I'm gonna start rummaging around to see if I can find any clues of where they might have taken
Maybe
Key.
it's your orphan
Okay.
upbringing.
You can go ahead and make me a survival check,
Survival check.
and then an investigation check beyond that.
Okay. Survival check's 19.
Okay. As far as the survival check goes, there's obviously no trace left behind with what happened. You can tell the things that tried to move through and everything, but this thing moved and disappeared through the blood, and you do not currently know where he could have gone. But what was your investigation check?
Thanks.
So distressed, very distressed.
Rashida's gonna go
I'm
in
not
there
thinking
too and
straight.
take a look
Yeah,
around.
in the worry, you are unable to find anything that would connect to give a clue to where he might be. Rashida's going to go digging around too.
I'm gonna go look because if it's this particular cult, I might know some things based on what I see.
Give me a quick investigation check with advantage.
I'd like to take a look as well, just because it's teleportation stuff, and I love teleportation. And I'd love to be able to figure
I
this
thought you
out.
loved fire.
I originally was
He
going
loves counterspell too.
He is a man of multiple talents.
I'm
AKA
a wizard.
A wizard.
Thank you. I have disadvantage because of my level of exhaustion.
You're just trying to figure out stuff to do with the teleportation.
If I can figure out where it went as well, that would be advantageous.
You go ahead and give me a quick intelligence check. Like, give me an Arcana check.
Okay.
Arcana skill check.
So it wouldn't be history, it would definitely be investigation.
Yes.
Dang, I got 13.
Well,
Because
you know
I'm
what?
negatives to
With
be
your history is fine because you've already dealt with these guys. You could have at least an idea, like, of what would be going on, dealing with your history and knowing.
well,
16. It's history.
16 and
I got a 21, but it's a disadvantage, so it'll be a 9.
oh, that
my
sucks.
I rolled a 15 and a 3.
So I'll say this: You saw the portal, the green one,
Mm-hmm.
seem to come off of the statue itself.
Okay.
You assume that may have more to do with the god than it had anything to do with the creature.
Okay.
The blood walking thing that it did interests the crap out of you, but you're like, there's nothing magical about the blood. And just in your simple understanding, right?
This is bullshit.
In your simple understanding, you're like, it probably comes with a pact. It probably has nothing to do with him actually knowing how to do any of that stuff. I have no idea how to write a spell like that. But you take a vial of blood simply out of interest.
Yes.
Because that would make sense to me.
Yep.
For further study, because you can't put something together at this point. For you, with a history check of 16, having dealt with these before, this is a really odd situation. It's something you've never actually seen happen, obviously. Generally, these people who serve the god, they have kind of this like desire to become the bad guy that people can unite themselves against. It seems that they take pleasure in the bloodshed because they seem to feel that they are fulfilling a mission. And that mission to them, by the best that you understand with your whole situation with them, was that the mission is to create something so bad that the people can unite against it. It's they see it as a hopeful mission, not as one of evil.
Alright.
And so in them dying, you know that generally when they die and they die happily with a smile on their face, it's because they think that they are fulfilling that mission so that when they die, they'll be blessed. Because they believe that in the end, this thing is not a god of evil, but a god of the darkness, and that they will have helped fulfill the purpose in maintaining a balance. They're pretty nuts. As far as knowing where he would have gone, with no trace and the fact that he's nowhere in the cave where the blood is, you have... Roll me an insight really quick.
Where did they
Negatives to
go?
my insight too. Jeez. 12.
12?
Yeah.
You have a very vague, like, just hint that you feel that he may have been taken to the god.
Oh, yeah. Alright.
Key.
It's bloody awful. Wait, Mittens, are you gonna do the...
You hear all those words in your mind. And as you open your eyes from the darkness, what you see is just a black plane in front of you until a single drop, you hear the drop, and it's almost a pulse of red light as, and then it fades out and dies. What you kind of saw, it seemed to be the hintings, the edges of some very, very large creature in front of you. Probably about 400 feet away from you, but at that distance, you don't want to get any closer.
Nope.
Love me.
You still hear whisperings, like soft whisperings all about you, muttering utter gibberish in some cases to you, saying things that just make no sense. And through the chaos, you hear those words again that have echoed in your mind over and over about the servants and spilling the blood, becoming the true blade, like being the true blade, all these things. What you, like, in the midst of all of this, what you kind of glean is that you definitely are becoming much more initiated or trusted, brought in deeper.
Literally.
Yeah, I knew someone was going to say it. The drop hits again. Another pulse of red light throughout the room, or throughout the space. It seems that this is possibly endlessly open. But before you, like very close to you, maybe 10 feet in front of you, you see a blade come out of the surface.
Don't give me a sword.
It's okay. It's just a key.
It's to kill you with my.
No, I gave that to my son.
So it comes out of the surface. This is like, you feel like you're standing on water, right? Like you guys have seen like in Stranger Things, like when they go to she goes into the mind thing, and it looks like she's walking on water, like that kind of feel, right? It looks like you're on a liquid surface.
It's red.
Yeah, he's probably standing in blood.
It's Keezus.
Oh my gosh, you wrote
And that's my blasphemy for the day.
I thought someone in chat wrote that.
Nope, that was just me.
Oh, I love you. Jesus. That's so bad. Oh.
Strike.
Please, it would have hit long ago.
You just hear. Are you my true blade?
I don't know.
Man, I was waiting for you to just mimic that back.
Are you my true blade? I don't know.
He might take that as being yes.
Immediately kicks him out of
Are
there.
you saying Key's the
You're
Keyblade?
not my true blade.
It's Key's blade.
There was a translation error. It was actually bride, not blade.
The true bride. Oh.
So I have a blade in front of me now.
You do, and you just hear, "Are you my true blade? Cut to the heart of Gaia." And let this world bleed.
I'm gonna do the same thing I did to my book. I'm gonna reach back, grab the key, that artifact key. I'm gonna reach it and touch it to the hilt of the blade. Turn it.
Okay. You take the key, place it to the hilt of the blade, and turn it. The blade immediately takes a liquid form and runs up your arm.
What's with liquid running up my arm in this campaign?
Don't lose it this time!
It runs up your arm and continues to flow over you.
Key now has heavy armor.
Key digivolves to Mecha Key.
Metal Keymon.
It seems to infuse all over you. It covers your feathers even as you attempt to get it off of you. It just seems to smear and coat and cover.
Cold.
It's not cold.
Warm?
Unpleasantly so.
Yes.
Ugh.
Kinda sticky too.
I will give you the strength to fly.
Oh, jeez, no.
No, I can't make fun of it anymore.
Get struck down. Get struck down.
Give you the strength to kill.
I thought he was gonna say speak.
I know.
It's a basilisk. You
Yeah,
guys.
one thing at a time. I have to get it.
Definitely who's talking.
Give you the strength to rule and get the vengeance you wish. It's not long after that you then feel yourself inside a warm, sticky, hot, pokey.
Yeah, stab. Just get me out. Get me out.
Can you get my gun first?
Find a shiny silver thing and reload it. Fire!
I'm thinking.
You also have your own gun.
I know, but it's best if I use yours. It's there.
Nasty, mate.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of hard to miss at this age.
Yeah.
The best fire is what gets.
Well, I don't know about everyone else, but I've suffered a level of exhaustion, and I'll need to probably take a long rest.
As you search the inside, find the thing, load a bullet, and attempt to fire, you find it very difficult with there not being an ability to like cause it to spark. It's so wet.
Fine. Stab, stab, stab.
It's not long before the thing eventually kind of cracks open, and you find yourself in a room. It is. You weren't in this room, but the space seems familiar enough. The floor is still covered in blood, and you pop yourself up out of the open corpse that now, as you step away from it, just begins to rot and melt away.
Hey, mate.
So as you guys are...
Wait.
Yes?
Mittens wants to try looking for him.
Well, I think we already have. I'm assuming this took
Well, I
a
mean,
while.
while all this is happening, she just...
Well, yeah, but
She's off looking
I'd have
while
gone
you
to
guys were doing your thing.
Well,
No one goes off.
what I was
alone.
gonna do.
What you were gonna do.
It's really funny, actually.
Is use tracking skills, and I take the feather. Let's see if I can find it.
Lovely.
I'm gonna stop you there. It didn't work.
I
You
need
don't know
a
that.
close-up video of that.
My feather is also covered in blood.
That's how she's gonna find you, mate.
Right, I mean,
Just a little bit of seasoning.
Yeah, it's Szechuan's got sauce.
Sorry, what?
You get the smell of it, the taste of it. You follow, and you're like, well, it's everywhere. It's all blood.
Right.
The smell of key very faint in the air. As you get closer and closer down here, and Key pops himself up, and you hear him like kicking at sloppy something. Find him.
Some cuss words I picked up along the way.
Maybe he's doing that same thing Fernando was doing.
Yeah. Fernando's exact same words.
Oh,
I was gonna do that before he started talking to Key, but then he started talking to Key.
I know, and that's why I said it probably wouldn't have worked. So the assumption is that it's
Right.
It's been a decent amount of time, right?
Okay. You're able to find Key. As he's spouting off Spanish swears.
Well, just Spanish.
But he was
Spanish, Tenjungi,
Whatever,
swears
yeah.
I've heard, I'm cussing.
Which
What were
is
you
funny
saying,
because you
Caleb?
have a couple that you
Never
think are
mind.
swear words,
Okay.
or just like "Good morning, how are you?"
Okay, so you, as you guys kind of like figured out the best you could, right, with everything you're trying to investigate. She's found him, but I mean, this was a while. We're assuming this was a long time, like a good portion of time. You would have searched this prior to see if he was anywhere, and didn't find him until just now.
Alright.
So him popping up in the middle of nowhere is really weird because the room was empty. There was nothing there. So,
the moment I see Key, I'm casting Detect Magic.
okay.
The second I see Key, I'm asking for my gun and asking if he saw it.
Okay. I assume you guys eventually will get back over here.
Yeah, it would be faster if, somebody told us that they found Key.
I assume we're all over there anyway, ish.
It's kind of the
When
crossroads.
we were looking.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of like the main room.
Right. So as you find him and everyone else is there, you ask for your gun back, Key.
I hold out this meaty mess that just has the gun embedded in it. And just here you go.
Nero takes it back and then proceeds to start cleaning it the best he can.
Okay.
Never round
You
loaded in
cast
the
Detect Magic.
Yes.
You feel that Key himself seems to emanate some sort of a force.
What school?
As far as a school goes, you assume it is most likely abjuration by what you can
Okay.
feel.
So defensive.
But it is or transmutation is not a separate school, right?
It is.
It is.
Yeah.
So maybe transmutation then. I apologize. Transmutation
So he's been transformed.
in some fashion, but he looks
Some
like he looks like Key.
There it is.
I'm gonna be.
Do you guys have light? Any light spells or anything?
No,
being
'cause he
cast?
cast dark vision by himself. So
Probably.
Right, so no one needs it right now.
I've
Yeah.
got light.
She's got light.
but no
I
one
can also
need it.
produce flame.
Yeah,
Right.
got
I'm
lots
just
of-
asking if you have light or needed it.
We do not need light at the moment.
Okay.
Isn't it just as weird as it is?
I'm just asking because I'm sorry, Alan, but you are the only human in the room.
He also is the only one with true sight. So
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. I forgot about Tree
Which
Sight.
is why I'm like, this is just as weird for me as everyone else.
Yeah.
I think.
But right now, the only one in the group that needs light is Bjorn.
Yeah,
yeah.
when I'm not a bear.
Okay. So yeah, Key looks like Key. I mean, he's a little bit squishy and gross from the thing that he was in.
But who isn't currently?
I pressed the mutation key.
Okay. You clean him off. You clean everybody else off
I
that
wanna
that
know
asked
what
for it or
happened to him.
wanted it.
I want to ask Key what happened to
I
him.
do not ask for
You
it.
know, like while we've been searching, I've probably done that.
I didn't
to
think you would.
everyone.
No.
I'm gonna
So you're just gonna press a digitation him one way or the other.
Do I get a will save?
No.
As soon as he's present, he just rolls around in the dirt again like a cat after we brush.
No.
That'd be really funny.
No.
Yeah. After we brush Shadow, he instantly goes outside and rolls around
Yeah.
like a conch.
I don't
annoying.
actively try to get dirty. It's more just I don't care if I am.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hug
It's just all
Shalia.
part of the normal natural
After
thing.
after we get cleaned, I'm gonna hug Shalia.
Okay.
He's back.
He goes and gives Shalia hugs.
I wasn't gone as long as you were.
No.
You were gone for days.
Where did you go?
It was dark and squishy. I didn't like it.
I didn't answer anything.
Why did it take you, mate?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
I think you're lying.
I know. I really don't know.
Rashida did not believe him.
He really doesn't know.
You want to make a?
Can you
You
describe?
can make an
it?
insight check.
That
He's
doesn't
got
mean
to know
Would you like me to
something.
find you a
Dogs?
It was dark and squishy and.
Look, it was dark, mister.
Comfortable.
It didn't say anything to you. Like, what happened, mate?
It said stuff.
Like what?
And I repeat in the guttural language
Oh, jeez.
that I heard.
Okay.
'Cause I'm
I'll translate it in my head because I'll speak that language.
I'm just like, well, it was like, no, go now. Stuff like that.
Híjole, cuervo.
Blood
Where did you learn to
blood
speak like that?
I don't know what it said.
And
So-
now you roll deception.
Yeah.
My deception
Is that-
good.
That is a lie.
I thought that was a natural 20 for a second.
17 deception.
Pretty close.
Okay, if anyone thinks he might be lying, you can go ahead and make a roll and see where you sit.
I don't think I particularly care,
Perception?
so I
Counter
won't.
deception.
Perception?
Is it
It's
insight?
deception against your insight.
Insight.
Yeah.
That's
I
fine.
wanna
Zero.
cast
Nope,
zone
What
not
did
doing
you
it.
say it was?
17.
I rolled a 17.
Okay.
You want to cast Zone of Truth.
I
Okay.
only got an 11.
You realize that's a save, right? I'm just saying
It's
that
okay.
I've been
You
screwed by that
you can
many
zone of
times.
truth. You can zone of truth him if you want to zone of truth him.
I got
You have to
18
make a charisma saving throw.
18.
on my insight.
You know that he's probably holding something back.
So the only reason Mittens isn't sure because he said that there was transmutation magic.
I didn't,
He didn't
say
say
He
that.
didn't say that out loud.
He just-
But
Well,
I
he
did-
said he said it. So- Well, I mean, he said it, so I didn't know.
Yeah, sorry. He
That was
he
Tay saying he
meta said
cast
it.
a spell.
Yeah. But I did mention Key's magic book while we were all searching.
Right.
Guys,
What was
Probably
your
had
insight?
to take
Or
magic going for a while.
What did you
to
do an
try
insight
and
check
find him.
or no? You just
Yeah,
want to cast
probably.
Zone of Truth, right?
No, cast Zone of
Okay,
Truth.
I need you quickly to make me
Wait.
What?
Who's standing in the zone of truth currently? Because we're all currently standing pretty darn close
So
to
the
each other.
center would be Key.
Okay. And it's normally
Zone
how
of Truth
far?
is 30, right?
It goes for 15-foot radius sphere.
So everybody would be in it.
Oh,
He's the center. So yeah, Fernando, Bjorn, you would also be in it.
I've really seen this movie kind
Just
of
to the edge, that's
sure
about
we're
where.
all in it.
Yeah, if she's standing, yeah.
I'm sure I'm.
Everyone but you who cast it.
Wow.
Interrogation!
So what charisma save?
It's a charisma save, right?
Charisma saving throw.
You get it
Oh.
You get it at advantage.
Oh, we do?
If you're
No.
resisting it,
He does.
Okay.
Mittens does not resist.
Oh jeez.
Zero.
I know.
I know.
Zero.
I got nothing to
Zero.
hide.
6.
6.
I'm curious.
What was the save requirement?
Willing creatures don't save against it, so if you
Right.
don't care.
So
I
Mittens
hear
is
too
sitting here
much,
seeing
but
all
I'm
these people
curious.
trying to resist this spell, and she's like, "Man, you guys all
Yeah, I
got
would
something to
know.
hide."
I'm a smuggler. You,
You
all
don't.
know
You don't.
this.
You wouldn't probably physically see a resistance. It's a mental
Not really
resistance.
worried
Okay.
about everyone
Also, but
else though. I'm
with
only
Zone of
worried about
Truth,
Kate,
you know if they
'cause I feel like
succeed or
he's
fail.
keeping something from me.
From the caster does.
Yes, the caster does.
Yes.
The caster knows.
13.
So what is the save that we need to make?
It's my DC, my spell DC, right?
And what's your spell
Which
DC?
It's
is
14.
At advantage, you
I rolled a
failed.
6 and a 12.
Oh.
Is blood still going?
No.
Oh,
No,
darn it! No, it's been a while.
way
Well, that's
gone.
only lasts a minute.
Yeah.
And I
Alright.
have guidance, but that's for.
We're gonna have a real honest moment here.
Now 9
Right?
o'clock.
Right after
But
the break.
right after the break, that's gonna happen. So guys,
So-
we're gonna take a quick 5-minute break,
Everyone get your
and we
story
will
straight.
return.
I rolled a 17, so I'm
See you guys in a minute. Welcome back to the stream. Just before we left, Rashida cast Zone of Truth, and pretty much everyone failed except for Shalia. We're gonna have some real honest moments here in a minute. Or we're gonna have some real fun talking. We're all gonna turn into Pinocchio from Shrek.
I'm really weird ladies underwear.
Now you sound like Stilts.
What kind is it?
The fuck? Oh, it is? Yes, it is. No, it is.
Or you just could choose not to.
No, I did not see them go this way.
I wish I knew that scene between
Oh
Pinocchio
my
and Prince
gosh!
Charming.
Oh my gosh! That's so
Doesn't
crazy.
make him choose which one.
Alright.
Okay,
So,
Rashida,
what are
you
you
got
saying?
you got
Not
first
the
ups.
lasso of truth.
I'd like to ask Key what he's been hiding from everyone. What's this book
Key.
Key.
that I've
Are
heard
you
about?
Key?
No, I'm just pointing out the fact that's all he has to do.
That's true.
You can also just stay silent.
So I can't tell a lie.
You cannot lie.
You're George Washington.
He never tried to have a cherry tree, but on a different subject.
Apocryphal.
Ooh, that's unnerving. There's two people with guns here.
So personally, I have a different question.
So
I'm not even sure this is actually Key. After all, we saw Key disappear, we don't know that this is actually him or not. So here is my test. I pull out a little key that I have, and I dangle it in front of him to see what happens. Okay. Question answered.
do I get the key?
Yeah.
No, do I get the key?
It's wooden key, so yeah. There's one of like the little whittling
It's
things.
his
that I did
whittling
earlier.
keys.
It's one of the things I make just to see if
Not
you
shiny,
know,
but still a key.
Still a key.
Just
Back the whole thing it goes.
Okay.
It's one of the little keys. I
You
make
reach for the
just to bribe
key.
you.
And you still have still have a question to answer.
Well, he doesn't have to answer it.
Yeah, I understand, but he still has a question to answer.
Book. I got a lot of books.
Right, what's the
Pulls
one
out
that his
Gary's
detect
book.
magic was detecting?
Yeah, that's
I'm pretty
book.
sure Gary's book is magical as well.
And you also took a book off the shelf.
That's true.
So you have actually books on it. We're helping him.
Yes.
Yes,
But
we are.
metagaming.
It's alright. You're metagaming things I already know. This book? Gary's Book of Wonder.
The only magical the book you had before we went into the pit of greed.
So not this book.
Not that one.
I'll hold that
So,
for
Key,
you.
I think this might be more helpful if you just take out all the books you have.
Gary's Book of Wonders.
You're also radiating transmutation magic, which I don't like.
The scribed dwarf book. The one I stole from the room back there.
It's a
Is that all the books
It's a
you
really
have?
good thing those things are tightly bound.
Let's see, is that all the books I have?
None of those
Or
are the
in
book
your
I'm
bag of
talking
holding.
about.
He's trying to think of a way around the question. Is that all the books you have?
No.
Can we see all the books?
No.
Please, now.
No.
I'm gonna pull out one of my daggers then.
Oh, don't threaten the bird.
Pull out one of mine.
I don't know why all of you are in a party, because none of you trust each other. Y'all out for yourselves.
Yeah.
And I'm not honestly sure what you guys are doing on a trek or on a quest to save the world when none of you seems to want to do that. Or to open up so that we can actually do that.
That pays well.
I need you to be honest so that I know what I'm walking into.
I don't think we're getting paid anymore.
I know. So why are we doing this?
That's a good question.
Because we're in the same guild now. Whether we like it or not, we are.
Yes, that's true.
Sorry, what was the question? I'm still holding a dagger.
He's BSing you, man. Give it to him again.
I'm just wondering what you all are doing here, if not to save the world, because potentially what's going to happen here, from what I understand, what my masters have told me, which is more than you know,
Then why don't
That-
you share a little bit more?
I would be happy to, but how do I know I can trust you
You
to
don't.
do that? How do I know you're not just going to run
You
at
don't.
the first sign of trouble and I'm the one that's going to end up getting stabbed in the back?
You don't.
This
I
was the-
don't. That's why I'm not going to give it up until I know I've got at least this much trust. So I
And
can
how
roll-
do we know to trust you?
Well, who sent me?
I don't know.
We don't know.
Exactly. None of you paid attention. None of you even know where I
The
came
white
from.
Our
staff.
guild,
Yeah, you guys know
Master.
exactly who sent her.
the white staff, and
Sorry,
our
let me rephrase.
guild
I don't
master.
care.
Then why are you here?
So,
I have nowhere else to be.
For
Can't
the
you
sake
just
of-
go do something somewhere else then? I mean, if
Yeah.
there's nowhere else to be, go somewhere else and be there. Go with stilts.
I would rather slit that man's throat in his sleep.
For the sake of just answering my part in this whole thing, I am here because I want to become the very best person I can, the most strong as I possibly can, as learning as I can in fighting. I want to learn how to make weapons now. That's something I never knew I wanted to do. And frankly, my people just enjoy exploring. That's kind of, I don't know, la cultura.
And that's very human of you and why we love you.
So, when the treat like I'm some sort of pet to you.
To be fair, you do have the lifespan of a dog compared to us.
You know what?
Ouch.
I want to buy
I'm
it.
yours too.
And this is what happens when you give a true serum to an entire party.
You are my
Well, at
best.
least he's being honest, and at least I know where his heart is. I could probably trust him to watch my back if I needed it. I
And the
don't know
party
how
is
many
no
of you
longer
I could do
friends
that.
No.
at all.
It's incredible.
If they ever were.
Well, I don't know that they ever were.
The only reason
That's the
I'm
thing.
here-
Why did he take Key? Has anyone wondered why he bypassed all the rest of you? He could have killed you. And he bypassed all of you
Then
for Key.
why didn't you
He's
ask
holding
that
something.
question?
I did ask that question and he lied to me.
I'm gonna reach
No, you-
back my
He
cloak.
straight up bold-faced lied
I'm
to
gonna
me.
pull
You've
out
been
the key
lying to us
artifact.
from the beginning.
Okay, look.
There's people
look.
here that know things about you that no one else does, and we've tried to respect that.
I'm gonna reach back in my cloak. I'm gonna pull out a key. That's it.
Do I still have detect magic going?
Uh-huh.
If that's any magic key or anything.
Oh, it's an artifact, so I don't.
So
Put that thing away.
it doesn't have any. It doesn't seem to emanate any magical property whatsoever off of itself. The key doesn't.
Okay.
You do notice amongst the elaborate design on the key itself, there is a symbol of Nixus on it.
If you excuse me, I'm going to be selfish here for a minute. You were talking to me. Would you like to continue?
No.
I'm gonna put it back.
No, I would really love to
I
hear
have
this.
nothing more to say to you, Nero, because you just don't care. You
Good.
don't care about what happens to anybody or
No.
anything.
No.
So
That's
if
very true.
that's-
Well, that's not quite true, actually. But if you talk to me more, you would know that.
Kayete compa.
Yeah,
it's hard to talk to you when you're talking all the time, mate.
So,
All
Key,
the time.
so, you know that at least
Nick
thus far I
Hudson.
haven't mistrusted you at this point. Could you please explain to me what you are holding?
Oh, I
What
put
is-
it back already.
Or what you were holding a second ago?
It's.
Does have a symbol for Nixus, if any of you know who that is.
I
The-
took
Yeah,
this.
I know
The
that
thing that we've been fighting
while.
in this entire cavern.
I
But-
took this from a very powerful guy, and they did not like me taking it. So they probably wanted it back.
Then why didn't they take it? They had you.
I stabbed it. Which is technically the truth. I did stab the guy.
Alright. Well, I'm here to save what's left of the world. I'm not here for myself. If you guys choose not to be honest, that's alright. But I'm not going to stay here and try and do anything because it's going to be pointless. And I can't trust that you're going to be able to have my back or anyone else in the party.
Should I tell them the whole story?
And then we won't be able to actually do anything. So the world's just going to have to suffer.
Well,
Your decisions.
congratulations.
I want you really quickly to roll me an insight as well.
I'm asking Shelia if I should tell them the whole story.
That's fine. This is to do with other stuff.
I don't know why I have your phone.
I was giving it back
Oh, yeah,
after
you're
we
giving
looked
it
at the
back.
thing.
Insight!
At advantage, by the way.
Add advantage, good, because that's a 3.
Oh, that's fine. Just because this
That's
should
an
be
11.
okay. That's fine.
I got no modifier there.
Oh man. you're
So 11.
Yeah.
Okay. As you're watching the exchange in amongst your friends, right? And you see Rashida, who obviously stands out from the rest of you. I mean, she is the like quintessential. No, she is she is like the quintessential. She is like the quintessential like holy fighter type character, standing up to like save the world. You know that she came from the Order of the White Staff. Like they brought her to you guys. You start putting some of those words together that had been said, and you feel that maybe she has has something to do with that. You may not know the full story by any means, but you do have a feeling that she may be part of that. And you start looking at the other cat next to her and thinking, oh, really? Like just slightly for a moment. And then right back to conversation. You asked Shalia what she wanted, what you should do.
Tell them the whole story.
I mean, that's up to you. You've been on the run for a while.
It's true.
You've been on the run for so long.
Yeah, I don't think they'll tell Artemis.
You don't?
Wow,
I hear he's foul.
we made that
Damn
joke.
it, Josh.
I made that joke last game.
No. If they do tell him, it'll probably be through torture.
Yeah.
Are you having this out loud or in her head?
Of course, in their head.
Okay, is it on party line or not?
No.
No.
Okay,
it's
just check.
Just us.
It's your decision. If it means that we end up having to run from these guys too.
And this, folks, is our last episode.
Yeah, no. I don't see how we go on from here because the party has just gotten split.
Next week we'll be starting a brand new campaign.
I don't quite see it that way yet. Rashida, where
I don't see it that way at all.
I'm messing.
Where are you in all this? Have you walked off? Have you?
The reason I have the, you don't want this god here, then it's best that I keep this key.
Alright.
Because
Would you be willing to tell me why?
it's the final piece of a summoning artifact.
Summoning of what? Because that's kind of what we're here to stop.
Probably
Summoning.
the god that the
Yeah.
key is inscribed with. Keep up.
Right.
Dude, you're gonna get
I'm about
you're
to
gonna get
a lot.
smote in the face.
No, this is Nero being honest. God, I love it.
Is that Nero?
Nero's just a horrible jerk.
Cálmase.
Oh,
Tranquilate.
Which is why he's quiet most of the time. Because Josh talks a hell of a lot. Nero doesn't.
That's true.
Well,
And if you want to know more, I suggest you
Pay
go speak to
$5.
Artemis, if you can.
Interesting. Alright.
Roll me quickly a history.
Well, that's happening. For the people at home, I had a Monday campaign that had almost this exact argument, and then we disbanded and never got back together again. So I'm having mild PTSD. Mostly because it was blamed completely and utterly on me.
Not your fault.
This time
So
it's
back in
Priscilla's
character.
Okay.
16.
16. Artemis is a name that sticks out to you. You've heard it muttered amongst the White Staff before.
Alright. Saying what?
They've had their eye on him.
Alright. So who is Artemis to you then?
A father figure? A
He's
bad one.
Bollocks. I'm sorry. Alright, well.
Yeah.
Hey, Cuervo, can I ask you a different question? We're all kind of asking you all kinds of stuff at the moment about your life, things that are personal. And I don't think we've actually answered something entirely different, which is, do you actually trust any of us?
No, I can say yes, and that's the truth, because I trust some of you.
And if I may ask, then who? Just Shivia, huh?
Well, yeah.
And that's completely fair.
Whoever she trusts, I trust.
Well then, Shivia, answer us honestly, who do you trust?
Just key.
I don't have to tell the truth, guys.
Nope, you don't.
You do
I
not.
trust you all.
As we look at it, it's like, right.
In all reality, there's a few of you here that I trust, and a few that I don't.
Good, that's very helpful. I have no idea who you were talking about at all.
Yeah, let's find out.
You can usually guess who I trust, because it's usually who I choose to hang out with.
Yes, that's fair. Now that we've got that out of the way a little bit, Key, would you mind? Do you trust us enough to be able to share what we are asking you about?
I will share enough that you don't get into trouble.
Too late.
Fair enough, mate.
Would you please do exactly that?
Do you feel like you're backed into a corner?
Yes. Group in Thieves Guild. Artemis, father figure, wants to summon God. I stole the key. I'm on the run.
Mm.
You see?
Mwah.
So, now we understand everything you've been doing up to this. Well, no, we don't. this is a huge improvement.
And Caleb's probably like, and where's the book fitting into all of this?
Mm.
Alright.
How long does Zone of Truth last?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
It's
10 minutes.
2 minutes. Yeah, it's probably
Okay,
there.
it's getting close.
Yeah, it's there.
I'm still curious because you still haven't asked. Like, you asked me 2 questions and never proceeded to ask anything further.
I don't really see a point where you don't want to answer, and that's alright. You don't have to answer.
Rashida is
That is odd to
thoroughly
me.
frustrated.
However, what did you expect joining a group with 2 rogues, a smuggler, and
These guys.
these guys?
So, to be
I
fair, Rashida,
expected that if you had a little bit of anything, that you're going on a quest like this, that you'd at least have some type of
We're
camaraderie or.
up to this
But being here is not the same as fighting for a cause, you know?
So up to this point, to be fair,
It's just-
we've all just been mercenaries. So
Yeah,
This is new territory.
I really. How many times have you went on a mission?
Many.
A lot.
I don't believe
Yeah.
that.
You don't have to believe that, mate.
Right?
But when I go on a mission, I normally get to choose the people I go with.
Yeah,
I
we
did not
didn't.
get to choose this mission.
Oh,
This was assigned to me.
I see your problem now.
We didn't choose
I
anybody.
didn't choose anyone.
I'm here because I was in the stockades.
I pickpocketed some guy.
He pickpocketed someone and got us into it.
somehow that does not surprise us at all.
I was happening to be passing through at the wrong moment.
You like
You already know what I'm doing. I needed to learn swordsmanship a bit better because that is my passion.
The Furbolg's like, I came here on purpose.
Though to be fair, it has helped me out.
Well, look,
Great.
I'm here because I want to save the world because there's a big problem happening. I'm here at my master's behest. I'm here to help you.
All
That's
right.
what I'm here for.
I have one more question for you.
Sure.
What, in your opinion, is the greatest possible thing you can do for a group? What is the biggest and truest idea of sacrifice you can do for a group?
My life, if it takes it, to make sure that you live on.
Wonderful. You're looking at the only person in this party that's died for this group.
Alright.
Sad
So
but true.
you can go to hell,
Hey, I got.
and I'm gonna clean my gun over here.
You got tortured, yeah.
So
I got
don't worry.
tortured.
I pressed the invitation is gone.
So you wonder why you don't have too many friends.
I appreciate that.
So moreover, you.
I can just see
you
Rashida
wonder-
being like, you want to die again?
No?
So,
Ah.
and you wonder, Nero, why your only friend is a
Frustrations.
turtle.
I like Nero.
I wouldn't say that.
Fernando,
Nero is quite entertaining.
I'm going to be uncharacteristically honest with you. You're a good person. I'm a smuggler, liar, stealer, and a bunch of other things that I could probably list off if I had enough time.
And through all of
You're a good
that,
person, and I respect that.
of this
I didn't
entire
make
group,
the same life choices.
he's the one I trust the most. I'm screwed.
I don't say I would
I
trust.
think he was talking about Nero.
I would trust your Furbolg and
No,
and
like-
your cat.
She's the only one that's killed me.
She's the only one. Well, she also healed you more for doing it.
Still killed him.
You were
Still
this.
killed
You were
me.
this close to. You were
I
this
had
close
3
to.
health, and then we took a long rest.
She
right after.
unconscious you. She didn't kill you.
If that's the end of this conversation, I'm
Agreed.
tired,
So
and we have a long way to go.
I do agree that it is a good idea to,
Alright, we probably need to take a rest.
as they say in my country, consult with your pillow.
Consult with your pillow.
No joke, that is an actual.
I've heard that before. Yeah.
Consultar con su almohada, which
Who
is like
needs
literally
healing?
consult with your pillow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get my spell slots back.
All of us.
Who needs healing?
I'm gonna just.
If
Well,
we're taking
we're
a
gonna
long
take a
rest,
We're taking
We're
a
gonna
long
take a long
rest.
rest. It doesn't matter.
Alright. That's fine.
unless we're interrupted during our long rest, but
I'm gonna
True.
grab all the
I'll
books I
stand
took out.
guard so you guys can
And
take your
here's the
rest.
corners.
So you guys trust to actually hold up in this place?
Together.
Apparently.
no,
It's up to the group.
no.
Apparently
But do we
not.
have other choices?
Yeah.
Also, no.
It's either this or we go outside and take our chances with the dragon.
And with stilts.
Because he's so horrible.
Yes.
Yes, he is.
Guys,
We're not talking
Stilts is
as
not that
play,
bad.
we're not talking as those. We're talking in character. We do not like stilts.
Mittens likes stilts.
She's the only one.
Chili is impartial.
Why do I have a feeling you like him as a potential snack?
No,
No,
that's
that's
the
me.
boy.
It's none of ours.
I'm way too tough. Are you kidding? All right. So.
snack.
Snack. Yeah.
Like Dobby, you
So,
can-
I
as
claim
far,
bedroll.
as far as
Did we
places
spoil
we
that
could
back there?
rest
Yeah.
here.
She did, and he
We've
did.
also got that
Well,
other
not
room
all the way.
that had an illusion over it.
We explored.
Yes.
Are
two
we gonna
boxes of
take-
it.
But that's not a good
shifts?
idea.
Yeah. I agree with
Pro-
that.
two
It's
of
just-
us only need, 3 of us only need 4 hours of rest.
And
So-
even then, we're tranced.
And even then, me and Caleb have a like buddies back-to-back
Yeah.
system already in place.
Aren't you scared
Why
that
am
one
I
of us
put in the
will steal
center?
something?
I'm gonna search the rest of the boxes because we only searched 2 of them.
Oh yeah, that's right. Should we finish that project?
Yeah.
Well, if she's doing that, I'd claim the bedroll.
No, I'm not leaving the bedroom.
No.
It's fine. No.
I'm searching in our
If you
stuff.
guys,
She rolls it up and takes it with her.
if you guys like, I we
This
could seal up the entrance of this room here as well.
Is there another one? We don't really look at-
Ventilation.
Yeah, I am aware. I was not going to completely seal it up, but just make it so that it's harder to get through.
And the guys broke through that pretty easy.
Yeah, that
Three
was
turns?
that
Well,
was a
I'm
single
still gonna
thing.
stand
We
This-
would at
Either
least know
way-
where they were coming.
Yeah, because that way we have time to get you guys up if we need to.
Mhm.
Actually, you should totally go do the waiter trick with the bedroll and just go.
Ah, it's mine. I'm a princess. I get nice things.
The hell do I care that you're a princess?
So you're an exile, princess.
Excuse me, princess.
Thank you, Kay. I was waiting for that.
She can have my bedroll. That's fine.
We do have.
I'm not
bedrolls
using it
on
right
us.
now.
No,
You guys- I was gonna say,
I've got a bedroll.
As far as adventuring gear goes, you
Yeah.
should all have a bedroll.
Yes, but I want
She wants that bedroll.
She wants 2. She's gonna land on
that
top
one, and
of
then
each
I'm gonna
other.
lay mine on top of it, and it will be
Put a P
poofy.
on that bedroll. She
Actually,
notices it, and she's an actual princess.
actually,
Pee on
I do not have a bedroll. I've got a scholar pack, not an adventurers pack.
Oh,
You're gonna
okay. You don't have a bedroll.
Yeah, if you notice
That's
it.
true. I have
then
a
you're
bur-
an
I have a
actual
burglar's
princess.
pack, but not an adventure pack, so I don't have one either.
She's like, I can't sleep.
I
There's
got a bedroll.
something
Oh.
And a blanket.
It's okay. I don't need a bedroll. I'm trancing.
I wanted a soft place to sit.
So I joined Rashida for a little bit while she's on guard.
Okay.
I can lend my bedroll too. I haven't used one.
Princess scatters all bedrolls. I'm gonna make
Makes
big
a little nest.
stack. Just
Your
kidding.
pack got stolen, so you wouldn't have one.
Yep.
Unless we bought you
I
one.
don't got anything. Sure could have been in the list of supplies we probably got, but we didn't really list that.
So I feel like character-to-character conversations.
Okay, on the
Yes.
VM. What's going on?
I just had to get the other stuff. So the boxes that you go and dig into, I listed the first 2, right? You had 3 relics, 2 bodies worth of bones, 12
Yep.
candles and holders, 3 daggers.
You didn't say the 12 candles.
I thought I had. Oh, sorry. There's 12 candles with their
I
candelabras.
have the 3 relics, the 2 bodies of bones, 3 daggers. Then the next one had 200 gold pieces covered in blood.
200 gold pieces and 4 gold relics. The next box you open up has at least 50 Yagamoth ears.
Ugh,
That's
those.
gross.
Pretty eerie.
Wow, dad jokes. The next one has 12 vessels, all of them
Yeah,
made
careful, you might cut
of
yourself
like
on them.
hand spun clay jars. If you open them, you find they are full of blood.
Because of course they
Blood
are.
for the blood god.
And then
Blood
there
vessels.
are 15 skulls that have been marked with runes, in another box.
So sorry, I'm on mode this evening.
There's lots of value.
Build a blood vessel.
Nothing of monetary value.
I said there were
Nothing
vessels,
shiny.
they're full of blood.
Nothing shiny.
Except for the
They're clay vessels.
blood.
No, but is that where that term comes from? Like his vessels were thing, and then it becomes a blood vet.
Yep. My life, I don't understand.
Josh just sitting over there having epiphanies.
It's weird having him on a live stream D&D.
The more you know.
Okay, so that's what you find in the boxes that you dig through.
Counter.
The casks that are over here, the barrels, you find them to be casks of ale.
Guys, we can get drunk.
That
We're
would
not
be
doing that again.
So smart.
I'm not going to.
No.
I can light people on fire with
How
these.
many vessels were there of blood?
12 vessels.
Do that when everyone's dead.
I'll do that when they're all dead. I mean, asleep.
Because that's all death is. It's just the soul sleeping.
Okay,
There was a Freudian slip there.
that's really funny.
You're going to kill me? That's so sad.
Everyone else is dead. I
Okay.
need to sleep.
Okay, so
Make me up when it's your shot.
who's taking watch?
I mean,
You taking
I will-
watch?
I will be for 4 hours.
Yeah, so because we have our own like.
Yeah. He and I just
We
kind of
have
keep
3
watch
elves
for
that can
each
take
other.
shifts.
Okay.
So
I
you
have
take it
friends
first, and I'll
in
take
my
second over for you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I joined Rashida for a little
Well,
bit of the first, just to
Let me sleep first because I needed a lot
Rashida's taking first watch.
I'll take first.
more. Okay.
And then,
Hold on. Rashida's taking first watch. She said
Well, here's the thing. So because we only need to transfer 4 hours,
He and I have our own.
he
Yeah,
transfers
we
for
stick
4
to it.
hours, and then once he's done, I transfer 4 hours. So we
They
do
don't
that back and
trust-
forth.
They don't trust some of us.
We started
members
this
of
when
the
Key
party.
kept stealing stuff,
I
and
didn't
then
steal anything from you guys, excuse me.
anyway, so we started this because of Key,
Okay.
and we just kind of kept it going. And so what it is one of us stays up for 4 hours, and the other one takes over and
I've
stays
only
up for
searched
4 hours.
Gotcha,
all the
okay.
packs before.
so
You're
basically
gonna join.
Rashida and I
You're
are
gonna
hoping
join
we'll-
Rashida.
for first a
Saw a
little
lot
bit,
of facts.
not full like hours kind of stuff. Long enough
2
to have a
hours.
conversation and just let it go to bed.
Okay.
Conversation.
Okay. And then who's taking second watch?
It's Caleb.
Well, it depends.
They're watching for each other.
No,
Okay.
we're staying awake, so we're on watch no matter what. We just
Okay.
have we're watching while our stuff is there too.
Okay.
We only need 4 hours.
So
Yes?
we have
I can.
the normal watch.
You're gonna take second watch?
Yeah.
Second
Exactly.
watch. Okay. And then you'll just happen to be kind of their second watch. Third watch.
How many watches are there?
8 hours, 4 watches.
I'm doing the last.
Okay.
Bad jokes.
If I can. Because I need 8 hours.
Yes, you do.
So
Yeah. Which is
don't
why,
really need-
with just them doing the watch,
We already have
we
it.
have the full 8 hours because they can each only do.
That's fine.
We already have 2 people who will be doing the full 8 hour
And
watch.
so basically,
anyway.
each watch will have 2 people if we want.
Yeah,
to.
if
Yeah.
you want to, yeah.
So yeah, if you don't, that's fine. We can just leave it that way. Okay.
And at some point, Shalia will wake up as well,
Yep.
Yeah, we're
and
second
then there'll
watch.
be
Yeah.
more people.
Except I
So-
can stay on my bedroll.
On first watch, you said you were going to talk to Rashida,
Yep.
Okay.
Like the very beginning of it, and I got.
and you're just going to go to bed after. Okay. Go ahead.
So, ¿qué pasa? You mind if I join you for a little bit?
sure.
So I thought the group is a little bit rough. I've been along with them for
how long has it been now? Months? Things have gone on a while. And you know what? They're a bit rough, I know, but they're good people, I think, mostly. Or at least when I've been in a pinch, they've always been there at least to look after, make sure I get through. And I've been there for them.
That's
And also
good to
I don't mind Nero too much. He has a way with words, we shall say. And he also has other things that he's worried about. I don't know if you were around to know that he has, I didn't even know this until recently, but he has a son he looks after. I think it's actually his own son, but he has people he cares about. That's the thing. Which I think is why he cares so much about money, to be honest. And as for everyone else, I know Bjorn's at least a good person. He has been around. Heck, I don't actually think he's part of the guild, come to think of it. He's just with us because he wants to do good stuff. Caleb is a hothead, to be fair. But, I don't know, his heart's in the right place. He's always trying to play hero, and we always have to keep him out of trouble. And as for Key and Sharia, well, I don't know a whole lot about them. I just know that they're trying. And that's about all I can hope for. Honestly, having been a sailor and on a ship, that's about all I can ever hope for. That's about how most of my crews have gone, is we don't know everything about everyone. We don't know necessarily why they're there. We just trust them to do what they're supposed to. I don't know about you, what's your story, for example? So I only met you a little while ago. I don't think I've ever gotten a chance to meet you. Not for real, anyway.
Trust is not something I give, it's something that's earned.
But I can respect that.
It's hard to try and do that when you sit back. I'm a quiet observer most of the time, and I've observed a lot of things about your mates. Things that are good. I don't doubt that they have good in them. I do have some doubts that they'll do the right thing at the right time, and that someone is going to pay the price for it and they're not going to care. I'm not one of you guys, and they've made that very clear that they don't like me and they don't want me here.
No.
So I may do something different in the future, in the near future. I may not be here. I just want to be able to make sure everyone's safe and that they can get back to whatever it is that's important to them. That Nero can get back to his son. That Mittens can get back to her temple with the items that was stolen. That Key doesn't have to be on the run from Artemis, because I know who Artemis is. I've heard things. He's not a good man. And I come from a background where I've had to take care of myself. But I do it because something was taken from me. And it can never be given back.
I'm sorry. I did not mean to be touching on anything that might bring you pain. Just, I don't know.
I don't need to know everything, mate. I don't need to know everything about everybody. I just need to know that they're going to be there when the time is right. And I don't know. At this point, I don't know.
Out of curiosity, where's Nero in this? Because I'm the one taking the first watch between me and Calum, which means I am awake for
If you're doing the back-to-back, then you're back-to-back.
Yeah.
So
And
that's
that
where
means
you're
we're
at.
in the same room.
Yeah, you're just listening.
But depending on how this conversation's going.
Yeah. And if Nero has any sense, he probably won't talk.
Matt!
But it's Nero.
Number one, it's Nero. Number two, it's me.
I know.
But, yeah, we'll see what happens.
Anyway, guess I better get some rest. Seems like they've got other people on watch, so I'm going to get some rest. Because I've suffered a level of exhaustion anyways.
Mm-hmm. You literally go, I'm exhausted. I would say exactly one level of it.
I'm 1 6.
On a scale of 1 to 6, I'm a 1.
Well, that means I'm up when Caleb's up.
Yeah.
Dang it. Alright.
So I'm just gonna be studying my 5 Rings book.
That's great watching.
Never said I'm on watch for the party.
Wow.
To be fair, I'm watching, like... Also, I would like to point out, on your grand scan of places and options of where to go, we have the way we came in and 3 dead ends.
Uh-huh.
I would like to point that out.
Just
And that's
noticed that.
And that's when I take my long rest.
I'm pretty sure that's why we have the Jägermoth. She's supposed to be helping us get through it.
Except I have no idea where we're going.
Start checking walls for secret doors, guys.
So, yeah. So, if that's the long... Is that first shift going through?
First shift?
Yeah.
Second shift? You're still awake during second shift. Who's up on second shift?
I think
Key.
Key said it would be.
Okay.
So, have you actually used the gun yet?
Sadly, no.
No. But do you want to?
I mean, it looks nice,
It makes a very,
but I like stabbing.
I know, but it makes a satisfying noise.
I could manipulate it, but I don't want to wake everybody.
Don't tempt me.
Tarzan much?
So,
If you want it back, I can give it back.
no, that was...
It's just shiny.
That was a... sorry, Nero, emotionless. That is the closest to an apology you will ever get from me.
Alright. Accepted.
So... Because we both had to suffer through that.
That's up for you guys.
No, it was pointed at both of us, which was the most interesting bit. As one of the 2 people that was pointed at, I mean... I don't mind you as a person. Don't get me wrong.
A bird.
You're a person in my eyes.
Got it.
Mm.
And you make a really good smuggler.
Thank
you
you.
could work on a few things, but
Mm. Just my personality, the way I deal with people, and the way I get caught.
maybe your hands, you need to move them faster.
I just... Sword. I'm not doing terribly.
Well,
Yeah. Well, all I can say is, don't stab me in the back, hopefully.
I won't do that again, unless you insult me.
Fair enough.
And your turtle insulted me, but I didn't stab him.
Ooh, what did he say to you?
About the same thing you said.
I just said the truth.
Yeah, no, you can't judge Shellington on the same grade of me.
Yeah, he's a bit smarter.
There's no question about that.
Okay.
Yep, that was a conversation.
I was just laughing at this awkward conversation.
I just love that of the 2 of them, his pet is the brains of the operation.
No, who said he's a pet?
I mean,
His companion.
yeah.
And then, for the rest
Your
of the
mouth.
watch, I'm gonna sit with Shuli, but I'm also gonna take a look at that one book I stole from the shelf before they blew up the room,
Okay.
just to see what I got.
Alright,
Okay.
third shift.
During that second shift, since you're looking at the book,
You're gonna make things happen.
you find a lightning bolt spell, and you also find a
Spell book.
Misty Step spell.
Okay, are these spells I can add to my spell list, or these spells I could cast along with my spells?
These are ones that you. So as far as the way that warlocks get their spells, they
I
don't
have a
really
spell
get.
list. I can only pick so many of them,
Mm-hmm.
but I can change them out every level.
Right.
But I already think Misty Step is part of that.
Right.
But,
I think it is. Depending on the not all warlocks get Misty Step though.
I actually think it's part of the warlock spell list.
Well, yes, but you have the ones that are given to you as a warlock. like that you just get for your level or whatever. And
no.
certain ones earn those and others don't.
Yeah, Misty Step is a second level warlock spell.
Right, but it like you know what I'm saying. Like when you go up levels, there's some things that's like here's your block of spells that you get, and here's your block of spells that you get. Like you get a couple of spells.
Well, yeah, because I have the whole spell list, but I can only pick.
You get the whole
4.
spell list, and you just get to pick 4.
I get to pick 4 that
Gotcha.
I have as that level,
Okay.
and then I get additional ones I could pick from as my patron.
Okay.
I can only pick 4 of those.
So we'll change this from Misty to Shadow Step.
Shadow Step.
Oh.
So these are ones I could add to my spell. I can add to my spell list, but
But you must pick.
I
Yeah.
must pick them at the next level. So Lightning Bolt and Shadow Step.
Yep.
So, third shift.
Third shift.
Alright,
Kalen's
Kalen's up,
awake.
Nero's down.
Yep.
Also, I thought you said you weren't
you're
there
awake.
until the second shift. Or third shift, Julia.
I said second. I'd take the second. Then I
But
think
she can
shifts
sleep.
4 hours, that I trans through that first one and then I'm up. Then
No,
I'm
each shift's
No,
2
but
hours.
Each shift is
shift's
2
2
hours.
2
2,
hours.
4,
Okay.
6.
So you would be asleep
So I
if
could
you
go to
were
sleep
awake
for
during the
half
second
of it.
shift.
Yeah. I'll be at least asleep through his shift.
Right. So you're up.
Yep.
No one else is up with you.
Okay. I guess I am keeping watch then.
Okay. Okay, that's that. Shift 4. That would be also Calum, and there was no one else that was awake for
Yeah,
Well,
first
I'd be
shift,
up
right?
at this point.
Mitten
the
said
Oh,
rest
that
of
you were gonna get up.
It'd be the
Mittens
rest
was
of
gonna.
us.
Oh yeah, you said you were gonna take last shift
And I'd be up at this point
Alright,
anyway.
now I'm gonna start reading my book.
when everyone else is paying more attention.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah. As you guys are making your watch.
No.
That needs to be cleared. You hear noise.
I don't like noise.
Guess I'm gonna be putting
I
this
will
book
go
away.
over there.
Excuse me as I move this large model just slightly over here and
Did I get a long rest?
However, if I got my 4 hours,
Yes.
Yeah.
it's a long rest.
so the only ones that haven't gotten a long rest at this point, I'm pretty sure is me.
Yeah.
You had your 4 hours.
No.
No,
This
you,
would be
Oh
eight
no,
or
you
4
had 2
hours.
hours. Yeah, you had 2 or 3 hours. You didn't get your full 4.
okay. I had 8 health, a level of exhaustion, and no spell slots.
I only used 1 spell slot last.
Oh, I had all my first level.
I
and second levels,
technically
but-
wasted it because I put it somewhere and nothing happened there. So.
Yeah, I only had half my spell slots. But I still only had 8 health.
Warlock spell slots are confusing
Mm-hmm.
because it doesn't tell you. It's like you get second level spells.
Everything the warlock casts at max level.
Yeah, that's a fun thing. So it's like yay, everything is.
That's one of the neat things about them.
Hey, mate.
But you also
Got
get
2 minutes.
I know.
you also get not a lot of spells. You got spell slots. You got 2. But a lot of cantrips.
As it opens, you find
Go away.
a group.
Yeah.
Yes.
Of cultists!
No, of Yagamoth
Yagamoth cultists.
Yeah, come on.
making their way up.
No. No.
Um.
That awkward moment where you're going down the staircase, they're going up, and you have to kind of shove past each other.
No, we hit each other on the railroad tracks.
Well, is that what happens?
Full speed ahead!
And you just hear this. You being in trance. Just kind of hear the. Spill their blood and take the princess.
Oh, shoot!
Actually, wouldn't you not have also gotten a long rest because you ended yours?
She took 2,
I
then
took 2 and then I slept through his 3rd and it's the 4th, so
Okay, so you.
First watch 2. It was a split. So
Yeah.
I've done my
2,
4 hours.
Awake 2, sleep 2. So she's awake on 4, I swear.
I'd
You
be
hear someone else
up
say-
at this point.
And watch for the kinku.
What's the podcast?
He has pointy daggers.
Yeah, you guys now have a whole new thing to deal with. You've had some developments as far as personal issues with the group, and we are going to leave this situation for next week. Guys, get ready for the next fight and what may possibly lead them, be a possible way into the Darkhold. Thank you for following and watching and being with us. If you want to catch up, if you're new to the stream, we are on YouTube, and we are also starting to put stuff up on podcasts. You
3
can listen
episodes.
to us. We've got 3 of the episodes of our 34, so we've got a lot to go. But on YouTube, we have all of them. The audio isn't as nice as the podcast, but it's still all there. Let's see. You can follow Studio. Those are found on Studio Nathan on YouTube, and the podcast
Just
is
podcast. You would search for
Forgotten World Adventures, right? Yeah, the podcast
you
is
would say
Forgotten World
by
Adventures.
Studio Nathan, but it is Forgotten World Adventures is
Right.
the podcast.
Studio Nathan, you can also look him up for Discord. You can follow us there. We actually play games and stuff together and hang out. Also, Forgotten World Adventures is on Facebook, and you can find us there. Follow us. I try to share things and let people know what's going on a little bit there. Also, thank you to our art that is coming. We've heard that there's been some good developments moving
We've got some
from
rough
Rose and
sketches of-
Spice.
Yep.
Or Spice and Rose.
Spice and Rose.
Spice and Rose.
We got some rough sketches for the few more characters, so she is working on them.
Awesome. And again, the best thing we can say, if you've liked what you've seen here and how it's developed, and you want to keep with this story, like us, follow us, share it with your friends. The more people we have here, the bigger the audience can grow, the more fun we can have together, and we can keep this and maintain this story and keep going together. Other than that, guys, we love you. Thank you for being here, and we'll see you again next week. Take care.
Bye.